Okay, I think we should be good on that. Let's see if everything is, yeah. Okay, we should be good on that.
Oh, you gotta
What's up?
share the screen, I think.
Oh yeah. Good call, good call, good call. Let me pop out the chat real quick so I can read all the messages and shit. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I go live? Yeah, I did. I think it's taking me a second to connect though. All right, bet. Yeah, let me screen share you real quick.
Yeah.
Get that going. We're here today, guys, watching some amazing VGC sets. As always, I think it took me a minute to connect to my internet. Must be out of whack today. Let me go send this to the Discord. But yes, we're here today. It's time for more downloading for my brain of the VGC metagame. The 2v2 metagame, it's important. It's important that we start learning. You know what I'm saying? Joe put me on. It's time to start. It's time to start learning. What the fuck are all these noises? Is that me? Is that you?
No, it's not me.
Am I bugging?
I don't know what's that. I don't know what.
Yo, am I bugging? What was that xylophone shit? You heard that shit, right? You heard that shit,
Yeah.
right? What was that shit, yo?
I only have Discord open.
Nah, what? Yo, what just happened, bro? What just happened, bro? What was that xylophone shit that just started happening? That shit confused me so much. All right, folks, we're here today. It's time for more VGC watching. I got my boy Auntie here with me. Yo, first off,
Back up in the cut, I got Bidoof.
Auntie recommended me this set. He said this one is tough, and I like that this one is just from 5 months ago. Both these teams look pretty nasty. Every time I see Rillaboom, I be mad. But even crazier than double Rillaboom is double Electabuzz. For that follow me heat. Also, Ashton Cox got that.
So
he got that shit on. He got that shit on. Pineapple shirt with the bandana. He got that shit on. Where'd you go?
Oh shit.
You good?
Wait, I think. Is my mic good? Because I think I'm crashing a bit.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Am I lagging?
Or is it you? I don't know.
It's probably me.
I think it might be lagging a little.
It's probably me lagging. My internet's been pretty spotty today.
It's good now.
Okay.
It's good now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. My internet's been pretty weird today. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. I think I might have lagged a little bit. But yes, we're here with a VGC stream. You saw this live? This one? Oh no, I'm definitely lagging for sure. It's probably because I'm screen sharing. Nah, it's because I'm screen sharing while also like I have to screen share this too. I can screen share it to you. It'll just be in bad quality.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need the quality.
Okay. It'll just be on like 480p or some shit, but
yeah, this is fine.
So we're watching Ashton Cox versus Alex Gomez Berna, and this is from what, Regulation H? That's what this is, right? I think I played Regulation H for a video.
This is the regulation with the Arcaladon and shit. It's the one you've seen, no legends.
No legends, right? Double Electabuzz is crazy. Yeah. Double Golden Go is pretty tough for the Make It Rain spam. He got that Yondozo on deck.
So this set,
but then he comes back.
This set is like a little bit slower than the ones we've seen. Like I've seen a lot of explosive sets, but this one is more like the Shiliang Victor Medina type stuff.
Oh, some precise plays. It all comes down to it.
Yeah,
This is top 8, huh? Okay. This the final day.
Yeah.
Has one of the most incredible year plus.
No, it's the one before the final. The final day is.
Oh right. Because this is the international championship, right?
Day 2 of the World Championships as well.
Heard you.
Top Cut Worlds in 2020.
Shout out my boy Knotted Alpaca with the bits. I was the only viewer for the first 3 minutes. That's why you to go. All right, let's take a look. Golden Go with the specs on is fire. Is fire. That shit is for sure cheap, right?
Yeah, they are.
Shout out Bug Nations
Yeah,
copping
yeah.
the merch too. Thank you so much, gang. Merch out now. Link is in the description,
Oh.
folks. But yes. All right, so we got the Yawn Fissure Dozo with Protect plus Grassy Terrain. Those are some bullshit
Yeah,
strats,
so
Anti.
this format had a lot of setup stuff. So it's mostly like people bring Lectabuzz, Magmar, this kind of shit. They follow me and they set up. And then they have like two mods that are offensive, two mods defensive. You kind of see that kind of style. You know, like Ashton has the Rilla and the Dozo defensive backbone. And then you got the Komodo setup and Specs Gold.
Facts. Okay.
Get the gist.
I like the hyper offensive approach of this. This shit is like really like more like he has some big breakers on this team. And Komodo with throat spray plus clanging scales,
That
clanger
one's
soul. That's pretty dope. Is that
one's a sick
common?
call. There's one secret call. Yeah. So no. So this is a really cool call for the meta because the standard Komodo is generally iron defense. But he brought the
body press,
which
yeah.
is no,
And this will
not
smoke.
common at all.
Oh, this is actually dope because it's even if like he played against some shit like this, it would fry his team. But I'm excited to watch this set. Ashton Cox is a great player. I've known about him for quite a while. Shout out to Nez Earthbound in the chat. He's going well. You know, honestly, today was a pretty weird day, but we had to stream some VGC stuff. We had to because it had been a few days. I got my boy Anti with me here, who is one of the greatest VGC minds of all time, in my humble opinion.
I don't know about that.
And if it's my humble opinion, then it's the right opinion. So we're here today. I'm gonna need his phenomenal commentary alongside. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a bit lost, more or less. Guys, let me know if I do end up lagging or if I do gotta change any of the audio stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. And shout out to my boy Knotted Alpaca with the bits. All right, let's go.
For so long, but let's first talk a little bit about Ashton. He's running a really
You wanna
fun
see
team.
Alex
rocking
Gomez's
that
team is
Como as well
Skies.
as that solo
Dude, yeah,
Dozo.
his team is
So the
Shice.
solo Dozo is so interesting because I feel
No,
like it's one of
the
those
opponent.
Pokemon
Oh,
that you often
alright, let me
consider
find
to
out.
pair with the Tatsugiri, but one of the strengths of this
Yeah.
Dozo
All I know is
that you
Specs
can
Gold
actually pair
with the
with
double hit,
something
make it
else.
rain, and the
You
double
don't
hit
have to see
dazzle
something like the
is
coaching on
nasty.
this team,
And he got
but
Terra
also
Fairy too, right?
VGC Don Dozo
Does
getting
Power Gem hit
coaching
both?
boost.
Yeah.
It has its own natural bulk to be able to make
No,
sure
no,
that
it's
it can be
single.
there
Okay,
long
okay,
enough to
Make
spam
it rain,
Yawn,
dazzle,
spam
or
Fissure,
Arctum.
but you also
Okay.
have all these
Yeah, that's
other
cheap.
really
You Terra
cool
Fairy and you
strategies.
just
I'm
spread
looking
move
at that
spam.
Como-O just being so fun
Yeah, it's not
in
common
this
too.
meta.
They generally
Yeah,
run Terra
Como, I
Steel,
think,
just make it
has
rain, but he's
really
running
slipped
both
under the
moves.
radar. It's gotten multiple day twos, multiple top 16s.
I think something
in
really cool
events.
the top players
People have
do
not
is
been
they
talking about
do
this
these
Pokemon
little
very much. It reminds me
tweaks.
of
Like the
Excalibur, where
Como
it's like,
set is not
these two
standard. The
dragons deserve
Golden
some
Gold
love. Yes,
generally
it's
is
been
like
about
Terra
Garchomp,
Steel,
it's
but
been
he
about
ran Terra
Dragon
Fairy,
Ball, it's
make
been about our
Dazzle.
Chaladon, Dragonite.
These
What
things
about
like
Como
mess
and
up
Max
players a
Gallagher?
lot,
It's
you know?
really cool to see both
Yeah.
of them represented in this top cut. This is going to be the offensive threat.
This is what Sneasler always ran. Fake out to attack Sash, just like how Michelle had it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they just click Direct Call when
That shit was super annoying in his series versus Federico. Though he let off with that shit all
So
3
cheap.
times too. He was like, "Fuck it, we gonna go for it."
Or Fairy Terras in order to deal with the dragon attacks. But you know what?
Yep.
Love's going up against Fairy. It's Golden Go.
Golden Go is going to have those choice specs and also has a coverage option.
There's not
of
much
something
lore
like
to
Power
this
Gem,
match, it's just
not
two good
necessarily
players, really.
going to be,
Actually,
as
wait,
impactful into a
pause,
lot of
I gotta
the
tell you
other
some
Pokemon
lore.
else.
Okay.
So Alex Gomez, the opponent of Ashton, I actually played him in the tournament Euro,
Oh really?
and I lost, but it
Okay.
was like the last tournament of the day, and we talked a lot, and it was really cool. And then I played a tournament the day after because there was a side event, and I got in again. And I was like, "What the fuck, bro? Why are you even playing?"
No,
me?"
not again. he beat you
But
again.
then I won.
You're shite.
I
You're
won.
shite. You're super shite.
Because he's really fucking good.
Nah,
And
you're
then,
shite.
a
They don't.
couple-
They might beat you one time, but not again. Not again.
Then a couple months after, I went to London, and then I went to a bar with all the VGC players. He was there, and he was like, "Yo, this guy, he's a rising star at VGC."
Nah, you're
So
tough.
really cool.
You're tough.
Nah, but he's super chill. He's super cool. I really like him.
Nah, shouts to yeah, dude. Most of the guys, they all seem pretty down to earth for the most part. It seems like a really good scene.
VGC is just really cool.
Damn, but you a pro. You a pro. You take it sets off top 8. He could beat you. They could beat you one time, but in the full set, not again.
But you do have the Dragonite in that Incineroar that might not necessarily want to take that if the opportunity arises.
Did they show?
But just in case you missed the set with
Oh, they're gonna
Paragon's
show his team here?
Alex Gomez
Alex's
is
team?
going to be running the exact same 6. Shouldn't be too many surprises here.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, this Dragonite is outrageous.
Hold up, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Look at this set,
Oh
bro.
yeah. So this is the tournament. This Dragonite set got really common.
Really?
Yeah, it's nasty.
What? If you haze, don't you remove
You
your
see
own
the
speed
Incineroar
boost?
item?
Oh, hell no. What is the... Yo.
So there was a so there was a lot of King Gambit and like Annihilate, and then he gets the Defiant. And it's really interesting
Oh,
because the
shit.
Gambit gets +1, but he gets +2 from Gambit if you intimidate.
Yeah. And then your Flare-Blitz all confirm knocks that shit out, too. Wait, that's tough.
Yeah, this format just had a lot of setup. Just had a lot of setup mons, so
Okay.
Mirror Herb is just an interesting tech.
Yo, that's actually sick. And then Dragonite Haze, they're
And then
saying in
the
my chat,
Annihilate is-
that's for Dozo. I guess that does make sense for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Those was super broken this format.
Ape is just meant to like make just
the
buff up
Annihilate
whoever.
set- Yeah, but like this set doesn't really exist, too, because people ran like Scarf Final Gambit or they ran Bulk Up, but he ran up with a Sash guy. With coaching, it's really interesting.
This is dope. And then of course Rilla
This
Terrain
is really cool.
helps all these guys so you can use different items. This Incineroar is dope though. The mirror because Mirror Herb is some bullshit I've used in OU on random ass Pokemon. Golden Go, Zamazenta, all that shit. You can always get something. You can get some good cheese off with that,
Yeah,
bro. You can get really good cheese off with Mirror Herb.
Exactly. You can get so many random stuff
Right.
and interactions.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
of
cool.
course, the things that make this team unique that you should pay attention to, you've got the double attack Electro Web Thunderbolt on
And then
the
right, this is
Electabuzz.
the gold you
You've got
said
the
they run. They
really
usually are
unique
set up.
Set, Taunt, Close Combat, Rage Fist coaching with that focus sash.
Yeah,
and
they
Stellar
ran
Terra,
a lot of
and then you've got
setup.
the
Is this
Mirror
Terra Water?
Incineroar as
It's
well.
either
And
this
so
or it's
I'm already looking
yeah,
at this game, like,
I
okay,
think
you know
it's
what? There are a
water.
lot of Pokemon
Okay.
that Como actually does decently into.
I can't really see on my screen.
My bad, my bad. I know the fucking
But-
quality is probably bad.
It'll
Yeah.
be interesting because if you go for that
No,
Fairy
it's
Terra,
fine.
you're just going to be completely
Shout out to my boy
immune
Jordan
to,
with
of
the
course,
bits.
Dragon type attacks from Como. But
Speaking of
then you're
VGC, I
threatening
need
by Golden
agency
Go
partners
immensely.
in crime.
Now, this
No,
team has
partners in
answers
crime
against
is
Golden Go, so
insanely
you've got
whack
another
metagame.
Rage Fist,
I'm
you've
not
got
playing that
Incineroar, which I
shit.
think is very handy into
Send out your
Golden Go.
Pokemon, they
You
got
also have
8
your own
moves.
Golden Go with Shadow Ball. And so my main question here is, does Ashton commit to Lacomo mode, right? If you do, then Alex is going to have to dance around it, and then so Alex is having to be very careful committing that early Terra and then becoming weak to Golden Go.
I also want to know what the Golden Go speeds are, because we do have Golden Goes on both sides. It's going to be the Citrus Berry set for Alex, but it's going to be the choice specs
Yeah, both teams
for
are just
Ashton,
like
and
balanced
usually
with
those
some
two types
setup,
are trained
some
just a
like
little bit
hard
differently.
hitters.
Absolutely.
So there's
I
nothing
think one of
that
the other things
just
here
destroys the
is
opponent's team.
Yeah.
Como is just a Pokemon
Just
that
a
does
lot of,
require a fair bit of setup, right? And
positioning.
I think it's probably the Pokemon that draws your attention most on Ashton's team.
The
And
music's
so if you're
getting
Alex,
hype.
you might be thinking, okay, I need to really prepare hard for the Como mode, but then what if Ashton doesn't bring it? Then if Alex's raw Pokemon are meant to deal more with Como, it can catch Alex off guard, and so that will be one of the big things to pay attention to in this first game.
This first game is going to be explosive. These are two of the best players that Pokemon VGC has to offer. Let's get into game number 1 of our 4th and final top 8 match here at the Pokemon Latin America International Championships. We're going to see the Electabuzz and Golden Go for Alex, and for Ashton, it's the Electabuzz and Golden Go.
Okay.
Look at it.
Oh, hell no, Auntie. What kind of... Yo, what is this bullshit?
It's already fucking nasty.
Oh my god. The double follow me and the double Shadow Ball's coming.
Alex does have the more defensive setup-oriented set, right? And so Ashton here wants to kind of
If
go
I'm
for-
Ashton,
by the
I'm
way,
clicking
you
I'm
can't
clicking
help
a lot of damage.
helping hand and Shadow Ball into the other auction. Wait, no, because then
Yeah,
you
you can't helping hand.
You can't helping hand because then the other one's gonna kill you. Yeah.
No, it's because of the ability. It doesn't get helping hand. It's crazy.
Wait, what? Oh, because of good as gold? It blocks out your teammates' shit?
Yeah,
Oh, nah.
so weird.
Try to drop your speeds, but
That makes sense, though. You're right. That makes total sense.
A safe follow me into a nasty plot, but
Yeah.
it's going to be the pivot here instead.
Okay, so Ashton was targeting down.
Well, yeah, Alex has to switch his out, 'cause specs versus non-specs. Get out of there, buddy.
Come in. This Intimidate doesn't matter for either of these
Yeah, so
Pokemon.
he
Electabuzz and Golden Go
goes
are
into
both going to be
expecting Shadow
special
Ball
attackers,
on the-
but what it does offer is the opportunity to keep this Electabuzz, this Golden Go safe for later.
Okay,
With the
so
Electabuzz
Gomez
drops,
is,
it's kinda
Electabuzz
nice
is
for
faster,
Alex
which
to
is
start
pretty
generating
important
a bit of speed
long
control,
term,
but
you
you
know?
still have the opportunity here to match that if you are Ashton, as long as that Electro Web doesn't miss.
What is a
and
gold run?
your
Not
Golden
gold,
Go still gets a chance to
What's his
actually
name?
fire off an
Electabuzz? It's
attack.
Vital Spirit
So
or
the
whatever,
logic
right?
here from
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
is,
Follow
he's like,
me,
I don't know if I
Electro
really wanna
Web.
go for
That's a
full
nice
speed.
shadow ball on Electabuzz too.
Right, like, yes,
Wait,
I do
or did he follow
but
me?
I'm not Electro
What did he
Web,
do?
you're dropping my speed.
I
No,
didn't-
no, no. He
There's a
went
lot
for
of
Electro
damage.
Web.
If
He
Yeah.
Electro is
expected
in a great
the
spot
go-to
right now,
swap.
right? It does pressure
Damn.
with
Very
the
aggressive,
knockoff
but-
Very
of
aggressive.
Electabuzz to
Already
get rid of
ahead of the
Eviolite.
game.
You can knock off or Flare Blitz right now into Golden Go. The obvious play for Alex to make is to just protect that Electabuzz. Ashton can decide, well, I can
Yo,
keep
Specs
the
is-
shadow volume for
Specs is
Electabuzz,
dope,
I
bro.
protect, and if you don't protect, I get a knockout. Or
think, like,
you can say, you
he
know what,
actually
I think
probably
the
could have
Electabuzz
died
is
to
going to
Electro
protect
Web
here. I
to
can
Shadow
reposition
Ball
for some
because
momentum, switch
Alex
that Golden
Gomez's
Go out
Electro
into
Buzz
something
was
that has a
faster,
little bit
so
more
he got
damage
Electro
output.
Web
And
first.
Dondozo,
Late as I
Solo
fucking.
Dozo is
I'm
in
not
the
sure
back here.
though.
Komo
Maybe
has
he's
not been
really
brought to
fat.
game one, crucially.
Dude, how do you beat
because
piece of shit
Alex
Dozo with
hopefully has
Gracio?
sort of thought about the possibility of Ashton saying, "Hey, guess what?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't actually want to
It's
commit to
really
the
annoying.
Como.
That's what I'm saying. That just sounds like a
Really
fucking
heavy
monster.
investment into
I lost to that shit in
particular
BO1. The dude
Pokemon,
set up
but
grassy
you do
terrain,
see the
and then he
Rillaboom
had
now, so,
Eternatus and Dozo and
going to have
Fissure,
to damage
Sandtomb,
here
Ting Lu, and it was a
from
fucking
Incineroar if
mess.
you want it.
I was getting blown
Then
away.
Electabuzz goes for the protect first. Alex actually is going to use a move here with this
Has
Incineroar.
Blunder VOD reviewed a Michel their
Question
bestie
here
game?
is
Yes,
it a
I
flare
saw
blitz by
him
chance
versus
for Rillaboom?
Federico,
You could go for
and that was an
flare blitz
insanely
right now.
insanely
That
fire
would
game.
do a ton of damage
That
to
shit was
Rillaboom
that
there.
whole
Is it gonna be-
best of
it's
three
gonna
was
be the knockoff,
phenomenal.
so still targets
That
his
shit was one of my
slot,
favorite
gets rid of the
shits I
assault
watched.
vest,
That shit was
and
awesome.
gets, crucially, 3 damage,
so
right?
good.
If the Electabuzz had been targeted and you just go for the protect, which Ashton did, then you don't get anything off there. And so
Why did Ashton
a
go to
nice play by
Rilla? So he
Alex
can
to
bring
get
in
some
Dozo
guaranteed damage.
afterwards,
Golden Go
or so
there
he
is
could
choice,
fake out
you know,
Incineroar,
you
or
get
what?
kind of the
How does
guaranteed
that?
double up
Why would he
on
bring
the
that in
Rillaboom.
on these two?
So relatively safe play here.
He didn't
Rillaboom
wanna
now
get,
does
the
the field.
Dozo
The
knocked
question is,
off, I
what does it
think.
have to
Okay.
offer? There is high
Because,
horsepower on this.
Oh, he just wants to
There
free
is
switch?
potential
Like,
Electabuzz, but Alex could just go for
No,
a
no. I
follow
think he
mute
just
with his
wants to
Electabuzz.
kill.
Yeah, and then it's going to be
Yeah,
the Electabuzz
like he
that
doesn't
would
want
have
to get
take
it
that
knocked
hit
yet because
instead,
it
but I
looks
think
really
you're also
strong.
running
When
Right.
Electabuzz
problem
is
if you
dying,
don't
the
match
Golden Go is
Electro
just
Webs,
walled.
Yeah.
then is this
Literally
Incineroar
walled, yeah.
at some point going to become fast?
Yeah, because if he high horsepowers, he can. Oh, nice switch.
Rillaboom, unfortunately, not going to see this big heavy play.
Oh, shy
yeah.
switch, shy
The
switch.
Dragonite takes that spot instead. So this
Oh, he went for the
Oh,
help.
hell
Oh, nah, he got red to shite.
Play to go for. You're not vulnerable to much.
Nah, that was a tough call out.
Not get caught off guard, right? I think it could be
Nah, he
tempting to
went for-
attack
okay,
the
he went for
Incineroar there,
technical.
but
He just
helping
made
and
a
high
safe
horsepower.
play.
Nah, but
the
still.
Dragonite there.
He got out of there
Dragonite
good.
now
Yeah, he
in
was good.
such a
Yeah.
nice
I guess it
spot
makes
to
sense
go
too,
for
'cause
those
either-
scale shots,
either
and
way, you can't let
got
Incineroar
hit
take all that
off
chip.
Rillaboom, and so
That
really great
fucking-
turn by Alex.
Yeah.
It was safe. There really wasn't too much that you were
That
worried about
Golden
from the
Go back
opposing
is a
side.
mega
This is one of the
threat.
classic things we've seen with Rillaboom throughout this tournament, where sometimes it's just out on the field and it doesn't really put on that much pressure, right? Now you can at least threaten the Electabuzz slot, but Dragonite's looking really scary with these scale shots.
It's tougher too because a lot of the Rillabooms right now, they're running high horsepower over something like U-turn,
Right.
so it's so much more difficult to actually.
Yeah,
like,
you can
get
high
Rillaboom
horsepower the
in and
Electabuzz
out.
slot,
High
right, and get
horsepower
whatever
is
you
still
want.
gonna hurt, though,
This
because
scale shot's gonna
Electabuzz
blow
is
somebody
just
up, though,
protect,
right?
So it is a bit vulnerable.
Yeah,
If you
it
see
might
something
kill
like the
the
Golden Go
Rillaboom.
or the
I'm not
Incineroar
sure.
switch into that slot, that is not going to.
I see y'all talking about
horsepower
spectator
either.
mode
So
possibility,
really
but I feel
great
like that's
assessment of damage here for Ashton
going to be
to
inferior
hopefully land
to
something
actually being
onto
able to
this
see what the
Incineroar.
players'
Yeah,
moves and
Incineroar,
what they
great
would
switch here.
decide.
You get the Intimidate
Spectator
from
mode
the
seems
wall high
legitimately
damage,
inferior to
effective
whatever
damage.
this
It's not
is,
gonna
where
do
you're
the
seeing from the
most,
player's
and I think
perspective.
conserving Electabuzz
Why would you want to
and,
see
like you
spectator
said, you don't
mode
really want
and
the
have less
Golden Go to
info?
take damage, right? So it's going to be scale shot into the
agree.
Electabuzz shot. It's going to do a lot, but it's certainly not
think
going to
it's
pick up a
cool.
knockout
It's
unless it gets a
good.
crit along the way.
Yo,
Let's
Blunder, I
see.
just graduated college. Can we
Man.
restart the stream? First off, congratulations to you, bro. Second, we just started, bro. We're on like turn 3 of this game. Lock in, lock in. And congrats, bro. That's a big accomplishment.
4 hits instead of 5. The speed boost, though, going to be very, very helpful. Electabuzz going to say, you know what, though? I don't know if I want you to keep that. There's going to be the Electro Web speed drop
So
on
he
the
actually
Dragonite,
didn't
but
attack
more
the
importantly,
Rilla,
you're
he just
breaking
went for the
multi-scale
Buzz, 'cause,
on that
like,
Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess.
High
Yeah,
horsepower
because that Buzz is living
does
forever. That's
good
like, yo, why is
damage.
Buzz so
Dragonite,
bulky
of
on
course,
both
the
sides,
practice
dude?
scale shot, there was the
This thing is
potential for
impressive. I've
So
seen
annoying.
the, right? I saw this guy in Magmar
It's actually
fucking
kinda hard to
troll
get.
ass
I don't have
Pokemon.
that many ways to knock it out, and the redirection
Yeah.
can be really annoying later on. Keep in mind,
Crowd
They're
reactions
both,
can
like,
give
super
advantage
fast.
sometimes, like in
Solo
games
Dozo
with
as the
Hisui and
final
Zoroark.
opponent. Solo Dozo is
People bring
cool,
Hisui and
but
Zoroark to VGC.
I
Show
think
me a
the
game where that
problem with
shit
it is it
did
often stays in
something.
the field for a really long time, and you're clicking Wave Crash pressure, but you're not picking
That
up
shit is
knockouts, and it's going to be
That's what I was gonna say. Ain't nobody
Electabuzz
bringing no
from
Hisui and
Alex's side.
Zoroark.
That's why he decided to conserve it and switch it out. He knows that Electabuzz can do a lot of damage into Dondozo.
Goes for double slot.
Electabuzz is also just nice if you need to keep something like your Dragonite safe or even your Golden Ghost safe to get a
Arilla
nasty
comes
plot or
out.
something up
Dozo?
for the late game. We see a couple
going
of
on
switches
here?
though
Yeah.
as the Dondozo finally
Shout outs to
makes an
Flying
appearance,
Crack and
Alex
Cop in the Tank.
formulates
Appreciate
the
you,
rest of
gang.
his game number 1 game plan around this Pokemon being the 4th and final revealed.
Yeah, no Como. It's going to be Dondozo instead.
Oh, Zorak H does beat
Dozo-
8. Facts.
Dozo is-
Now hit the field once again. Just skill
Nice
shot
switch
into
on the
the
gold.
I'm
But
actually
he's doing
curious,
mad
I was thinking
damage, bro.
Even though you resist with 4 hits here, does
Yeah,
another
this
skill shot
Dragon
KO
Knight-
after
Dude, scale shot is so the scale shot is so fucking
Close.
annoying.
Close,
That
but
encore scale shot, I'll be bringing that joint to
That
to these
might
tournaments if
actually
I
be in
could.
range of getting picked up to another 5 hit from
It's
a scale
really
shot
good.
on the
Yeah.
next
The
turn.
thing is, scale
The
shot
Dragon Knight's
misses
gonna be
though.
so
Like,
True,
fast
true,
now
true,
with
true.
no
But
But
dude,
speed
but
control
dude,
from
but dude,
Electro
the
from
possibility to
Ashton.
keep spamming 100 to
This Dragon Knight gets
125 base
speed
move
boost.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, and so now Dondozo's
It is,
out on the
yeah.
field, but what are you gonna do? You've got Wave Crush, Fisher, and Yawn.
Bro,
right?
isn't it like
Try
very
to go
bad for
Sure.
for what's it called?
Sure.
Ashton?
Like,
Because you can scale shot the gold
Yawn,
again and then
disruptive,
just make it
maybe
rain.
the Dragon Knight- There is that Fairy Terra on
Yeah,
gold,
this Dragon
right?
Knight is
You
just
could go
getting
for
out
Fairy
of
Terra.
hand.
Right?
Dragon Knight though could
Yeah,
just
but
go
this
for
is
protect,
scary
right?
though.
So the question is,
If he
what
just
Golden Go
make it
here could go
rain.
for
Why did-
Water
why did he
Terra
Terra
on the opposing
Fairy?
side, and then go for like a Make It Rain or
Trying to
just-
catch the water Terra?
Scale
This is a
shot.
really crucial turn because I think Ashton
Yeah,
is
'cause
running out of
he
ways
thinks
to
he's
deal
gonna
with
scale shot
damage.
the
His
gold
Golden
again,
Go
I
is the
think.
primary damage dealer in this
Okay.
game. You still have to deal with the Dragon Knight, so this is going to be huge. Pay
he's supposed
attention
to-
to what happens to Ashton's Golden Go.
This is
And
a, this is
also,
a, this is
Golden Go
cool.
is actually going to move first, right? Because there is a possibility of Alex's
Yeah,
Golden
I'm not
Go
sure which
able to
Golden
get
is
off something like
faster.
the Make It Rain before Ashton actually gets a chance to move.
Absolutely. It's going to be the Fairy Terra, not a Terra we see as frequently on the Golden Go, but it's extreme.
Oh, yo, he's crazy, yo!
Yo,
he's crazy!
It's going to be vulnerable to the
Yo,
extreme
he's
speed, and
crazy.
it's gonna be that, the Shadow Ball from
Yo, that should have
Alex
died
is
anyways, though.
Golden
The
Go
Shadow Ball,
is
right?
able to
Because
move
of specs?
first.
For sure, right?
Critical information here
wonder
for both
why he
Ashton and
clicked
Alex to
Easty,
know
though.
for later. But
He just
Dondozo
like-
has a
Shadow
chance to
Ball.
use the fissure. It is
Yo, he just
not
wanted to show that
going
Lord
back
Reed.
up this
Yo, that was
time around.
crazy.
Yeah, this is like
Yo, he's
Looks
on. He is on right now.
But how are you going to deal enough damage?
And the
Fisher is
Fisher
not
missed,
reliable,
so-
right? I think that was probably the best move to go for in that spot. But if you don't hit, it's just so bad. And I think Alex
Oh, 'cause
is
it
in
was
such a good spot
citrus?
now. The extreme speed to cover for the Fairy Terra.
Oh, wait.
I think
I'm looking at the wrong side.
Here.
He's not
Actually,
specs,
would've
he's
thought maybe
citrus.
Ashton's Golden Go would be faster because Alex is the more setup.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Just to cover it, just to cover it. I switched up the guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nails it, and I think
Speed is
right now,
genius. This
Ashton's
Speed is genius, right? Because if he
Yeah,
terras,
how he deals
then you're
with
gonna
it.
kill with the Shadow Ball afterwards.
Is
And then if he
not
stays
that great.
regular,
I think Alex is-
Yeah.
yo, this guy is a threat,
At
G.
this point, we can
Because
see
he
this
didn't,
Golden Go
he didn't kill
just
the Citrus Golden.
I didn't even see that it was citrus and not specs. This guy's a giga threat. Oh, nah.
But I like the double protect
Nah,
here
he's
from
good as fuck.
Alex.
Yo, he's fucked, right? Skill shot is about to go stupid. And Terra's exhausted. So once that Dozo clicks anything besides Fissure, it's getting
Encore.
awkward.
Doesn't really have to care about it, and like you need a couple
Yep.
turns to get it going, and so.
Oh, this is nasty,
Like, I
bro.
think Dondozo feels kind of like a bait in this
Yeah, the
matchup,
Dragon Knight is
honestly,
out of
because it
You
just
double attack,
sucks up pressure. You're not having a lot
Rilla?
of offensive pressure when it's out on the field, right?
Since
And
it doesn't matter if
now
your
you
gold
see
gets
skill shot
knocked.
Once again with that Dragon Knight slot.
I think so.
And
I
yeah,
think
the Dondozo can continue to
do
maybe go for
that.
Fissure.
Yo,
but the
he's
reality is, like,
making some like
Dragon Knight
lockdown
is
plays,
Dondozo
like
when it has
not
assistance
even
from
giving
just
an
any other
inch
Pokemon,
in this
right?
battle,
And
you know?
Ashton's already committed to Terra as well, and
Nah,
so
Alex Gomez is
I'm
super
trying to
fucking
think
good.
how
Yeah, he's good as
Ashton
fuck. These are crazy plays that he's putting down right now. Putting the beat down on right now.
Gotta watch him
The
play
scale shot
in
here
NYC
into the
finals.
Rillaboom.
some point.
Scale
I
shot
think
is
it's a
cheap.
Scale shot. This Golden Go has also been shown to be able to be a pretty heavy hitter as well. I think you just go for damage here, and then this Golden Go is able to just take the knockout.
This is-
Yeah, totally.
Okay, no, it's
With
kinda bad,
Golden
though.
Go, yes, it's Nasty Plot, but you can't just go for damage as well, right? No need to Nasty Plot, especially.
You know, it
when you're
might take a
in
lot
front
from
of
this
a
knock,
unaware
seeing as it's
Dondozo
minus
as well.
3.
So Dragon Knight picks up another speed.
Oh,
boost,
hell
just
no,
gonna
never
be
mind.
great.
I
Really
didn't know
goes
gold was
down now.
faster.
You've got Electabuzz from
Jesus.
Dondozo. There's just no damage once again.
Bro, he's cooked, yeah.
I mean, the only out that I can see here for Ashton, go for Yawn onto the Dragonite and hit all of the fissures that you need to in a row.
Even with that, though, honestly, I still
Damn, that
think
shit did
it's not
nothing, too.
doable because there's just too many
The
Pokemon to deal
shit.
with. Alex is
Good
wasting
God,
gold.
bro.
I think
Yo, this
solo
this
Dondozo
Dragonite is
thrives
disgusting,
at
bro.
games when you
All he did
don't
was click
have that
scale
much
shot. That's all you need.
opposing side, right?
Actually,
Being
hit
okay with
E-speed on that one turn like a
where
complete
I'm so
boss.
bulky, I can take these hits, or a 2v1 where you're not doing that much
Yeah, the
damage,
speed
but
is choice.
Asher was never able to get damage onto the most crucial Pokemon in this matchup, which was Dragonite. And we were talking about Como coming into this match. I think what
I
Como
think you
does
just-
is that at
do you
least
just
forces the
double the-
Fairy
the
Terra from
bugs
Dragonite.
again?
Once you force that Terra, you at least then can use your Golden Go to deal with it. So I think Ashton
Like
might want to look
Regulation
at Dondozo,
HD Knight
look
with
towards
Super
Fissure, look
Satan.
towards
This guy
Como
ruined
and
everything. This shit looks like a
That would be
menace,
great.
bro.
I think you have to make the adjustment at this point. I wonder.
Damn,
though,
how does
where
Ashton
Dondozo actually
make a comeback
fit
from
if
this?
you wanted to keep it around,
Oh, he does this.
No, I mean next game. Next game. We already know this one's clipped. We already know this one's
Oh,
fried.
yeah.
It could be led and then pressure.
Don't worry, bud. I ain't that bad that I think this game is coming back.
Because you saw Electabuzz an instant from the opposing side, so you have to deal with Intimidate. Electabuzz just gets super effective Thunderbolts consistently into Dondozo, and this isn't a Dondozo with Earthquake, right? So your wave crashing are basically holding your hands and praying for a Fissure, but once again, that's
He
not
needs
very
to make sure the
reliable.
Dragonite doesn't
Alex
go
just
crazy.
had such a
Right.
huge amount of damage in this game, and Ashton just wasn't really able to respond accordingly.
Those
No,
are still
I mean,
really
even the
hard
wave
to
crash here
KO.
That's what I'm saying.
Don-
But then again, it's Spadef, right? Because Shadow Ball's doing negative damage.
If it's just Dondozo left,
So-
Alex is just one Pokemon knockout away from being able to take this first game, and then we get a chance to move into game number 2.
Sheesh. I'm actually really curious how much this scale does.
Speeds, Alex
Should he
is
forfeit here to
182
stop
first.
Dozo from
Have to
revealing
think
its
about whether or
its
not
spread?
this
I guess it doesn't
Dondozo
matter.
is valuable enough to actually bring to this game.
Nah, I don't think
and if you do, how does Alex?
I think he's taking time
how do you deal
to
with the
think
Dragonite?
about
The
it
Dragonite was a
next
huge
game,
Right?
actually.
Yeah, and we also saw Electabuzz in Golden Goal, right? So it's like, now you're probably thinking, well, that's a lead I have to deal with as well, and I think it's a really
Yeah,
good
what James
point
is
by
saying
Alex
is really
that's
true,
pretty
because
consistent
you
across
ran
the
this
board. You can see
Dragonite set,
Ashton,
it's really
he
good,
knows
but
this
you
game
miss,
is
and it's
really
like
taking
so
his time to
fucking
just come up with a
ass.
game plan going into game 2, because
Okay.
You
I
click
think
scale shots
the
so
core
much.
You literally can't do
Alex is
shit in
really,
this situation,
really
correct?
strong,
Like,
because I'm now thinking, okay, I'm putting myself in Ashton.
bro,
Yeah,
I feel like
adapt to Como, but
maybe he has to Parafairy off the rip or what?
right? Because Electabuzz is still annoying to deal with from the opposing side.
Dude, look how
and
much
so
this
Shot
does.
here just
It's
gets
literally
finished off
doing
with
like
Dondozo. We've got
half
Shadow
to
Ball
even
from Golden
Dozo
Goal,
because he's
but
full
the
spec
question
D.
is, if Ashton wants to adapt, he wants to bring that Como, what do you pair with it?
Oh,
It's
also they
really,
ran
really
a
tough.
scale
I think
shot for
Electabuzz
Sneasler, I
Golden
forgot,
Goal
because like
with
Sneasler's
Instant Dragon
everywhere
in
and
the
they
back
run
is such a
Sash,
solid
but
four
you
by
just
Alex.
Yo,
couldn't
if you 5-hit, that
shoot.
shit's gone. And then at least next turn you're faster
Yeah,
too.
I-
Yo, he lost
this
no
just
mods.
looks so hard now
That was
Alex
filth.
figured out this game plan. But we'll have to wait and find out if game 2 Ashton can make any adjustments. Alex is going to go up.
Nah, that was
1-0 in
filth.
this set so far, and without having any of his Pokemon knocked out.
One of the things I'm thinking about is if you're
So what would you do here?
with, for example,
If
one of your
if
fake
if
out
you
users
just
plus
if you
the
just
Como,
dealt with that
throwing
type of shit,
Sneasler plus the Como,
you gotta bring that Komodo with that flame clangorous
you do have Fire
Soul
Shots,
Blaze.
thrower into
I guess it's not
Golden Goal
clangorous Soul
immediately.
Blaze since this is
Don't know if
Gen.
that even knocks out, though, is the thing.
This is
And,
Gen
like, that's
9,
my
no
first
Z.
question. The speed
Yeah.
interactions between the Como
No, but
and
it
Golden
looks
Goal
good
also
here.
something to
I'm
pay
surprised
attention
it
to.
didn't
Right?
make it
This is
more.
nuts.
It's overall here, I don't know. It just seems really tough because basically, I think
Honestly,
the
like, turn
tough
one
thing
was
for Ashton is he
also
does not have
really
many
tough,
ways to
'cause,
break through the Electabuzz from the opposing
well,
side.
actually, he
both
hit the-
sides,
never
like, you
mind,
don't
he
have that
didn't
much
hit
damage
Electabuzz.
into
He didn't
Electabuzz,
even
but Alex
do
was
that
able to
wrong.
remove it sooner, and then
Yeah,
Dragon
it
was
was-
able to just scale up.
Dragonite
his
was
damage
just,
with
like,
that scale shot.
impossible.
This being such a key turn,
Right?
like,
This is
Ashton
nuts.
already, I think,
Yo,
has a
I'm-
tough time approaching
yo.
this matchup, and if you're getting turns
The
where you're
E-Speed
not
plus
getting
Shadow
damage
Ball
like
was really
this turn,
smart.
it's
The
so tough.
just like the cover
Yeah,
everything
that's
style
the-
play.
You
That was
have
really
this
smart.
Golden Go interaction, which means
Yeah,
that
so
I get it from
Terra,
what's it called?
gives you
Ashton's
no
perspective
value
too,
because
because
your
otherwise
Golden
this shit
Go
is literally gonna
knocked
kill
out,
everybody.
and the game looks
You think
so
maybe he should have
easy.
yawned Dondozo? I mean, not yawned to Dragonite earlier, or was he afraid of Encore and then? But then he has to switch out right after, right? Because he's gonna get Encored.
Yeah, like let's
I do
Well-
think he
this Como
should have
working,
yawned
'cause I
more.
feel like
Yeah, because even if you get Encored, that means D-Knight stays in the next turn and goes to sleep. So it's like,
I don't think the Dragonite. I don't think Dragonite has Encore, by the way.
wait, I just made that up. You're right. It's Scale Shot,
Yeah.
Protect, Haze, E-Speed. I keep thinking Encore because Scale Shot always runs Encore in OU. Right. You're right. No, you're right. I completely made that shit up. Because every time I see Scale Knight, it's Encore DD, Scale, Fire Punch. But you're right. This is some Haze Protect shit.
And Electabuzz at the end of the day, right? I do
No,
think
this is
Como
fire.
needs to come
I
out
do
in
think
this
he
one and
probably
at
had
least
to
put on a
yawn
little bit more
and, like, bring
pressure.
the toes earlier,
But
maybe.
even if you get it going, with
What uses
these, I don't
Encore in
know,
here?
It's tough because like you resist the
I mean, bundle,
dragon
but
type
bundle
attacks
not
from
in this
Como, from,
format.
With the Golden Go, you have redirection support from the
Okay.
opposing side.
I don't
But yeah, I
remember
think I
this
would
format,
go with one of the
actually.
fake out users or Electabuzz here. And
Val?
Go from there.
I know somebody said Val got
I
second.
think bringing Sneasler is great because Sneasler could
Yeah,
also
but
just do Sneasler things.
Val
I was thinking
doesn't.
Dire honestly might be helpful
wasn't
here. Like you just say,
fun.
you know what, I'm gonna send it. But
Don't worry about yawn. Just
Oh,
worry
yeah,
about
Whimsicott,
the poisons,
Whimsicott.
the sleeps, and the paras. You know that Sneasler's got you. But let's get into game number 2 here. Alex is going to be up one game in this series,
Oh, he
and it's
swapped
going to be
everything.
an adjustment
Okay,
from
but
Alex as well
he
as
immediately put
Ashton.
Dragonite, 'cause
Como
that
has
man's
finally
definitely
Yo,
revealed
yo,
himself
Komodo
as
looks
a knight.
whack. Oh my goodness, I never seen no shiny Komodo. I didn't know it was pink. This colorway is nuts. You ever seen shiny Komodo?
On an Eyelade. Como here, of course, in a good spot.
If you Electro Web, isn't Ape gonna get +2 and go stupid?
Skills right now.
It
Took a
is.
quick look in the back
Yo.
of Ashton. He does not have the golden gold though. So if you
Is that
force
safe?
Fairy Terra from Dragonite, there is Sneasler to Dire
Hell no.
Claw it, but there's
Yo,
no
don't
golden
do it!
creature to make it rain. Here's the Terra immediately.
Well, he does get
on
-1
the
speed, and
combo.
then, like,
Of
you'll
course, this
speed it
allows
a lot
you
slower.
to
Yeah, but you're not gonna do
get
shit with clanging
around
scales.
Scale shot, dealing super
'cause
effective damage,
that shit has
but
really good spit up.
Alex here has a lot of different options. Catan could
Yeah, but he
poach,
gets
could
the
scale
spray,
shot, could
so it's
protect,
probably
so
gonna
many
be like
different
60.
plays.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's also really risky though because you know that Ashton really wants to make
Oh,
sure
shit, he
that
switched.
you can
He
get that
swapped in.
speed. And so I think if he clicks Electro Web in this, it's so risky.
Incineroar
because
than
he has an
Serene.
island that would be taking it and getting a Defiant boost, but instead it's going to be the Incineroar that switches in just to be able to get this Intimidate down.
Yeah, so Incineroar coming in. Alex, let's see if he plays defensively here. The question is, what does he do with Dragonite? But we're going to start off with the Terra.
Right, so the Terra is nice. I mean, when you take a look
Is he
at how
Terra?
Fire's
What was it? What
going
was
to
his Terra?
match up into
Fire
what
for
Dragonite
flame?
has,
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
pretty happy.
And
I
this is
think
to cover.
This is to
you're
cover
actually
getting
going to be
scaled,
on the other side, and
right?
I think
Since
with
he's not
this
attacking
Incineroar
this
coming
side
in too,
anyways.
you are gonna
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
be a little bit better
Electro Web hitting both is
player,
awesome though, because at least this
this is a
D-Knight's
risky
fucking
call. The Electro Web had hit
scale is
Skyline,
gone.
it would've been
Clanging
huge.
Scales just comes out, no Terra.
Wait, it hits
Dragonite
both?
Not going to be able to pick up the
Oh
knockout.
no, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Does
hits-
a
oh, I
lot of
forgot to
damage,
say that.
however.
I didn't know it hit
forgot to say
both.
that.
Oh nah.
The
Yeah,
scale
you-
shot into the Como slot.
Oh my gosh, if it's a scale shot, you did just get that defense
Oh,
deep.
shit.
The
mirror.
The mirror is funny.
That's funny.
Yo, but if he scales the this is gonna literally die to E-speed afterwards.
Get the knockout. There's two. I think
Right.
5 might
The
do
Z
it.
move was spread too. That's definitely illegal.
So close. I think this Como does survive though,
Oh,
with
wait.
just
Okay,
a little
Liz.
bit. It would
Okay.
know that we might have been able to see the knockout. We don't get a chance
but
to actually
it's
find out
that
because it was
easy
only
now,
those
so.
4 attacks.
I mean, he's faster anyways with Dragonite, so it's like.
A lot of damage there. No Terra baited out from the Dragonite.
Right.
I think Alex says, you know what? Like even with the
Wait, no,
Electro
no,
Web
'cause he
and
got
the
Electro
flanking
Web,
skills,
right?
you're not going to
So
knock
you-
out.
Oh, you're right,
I'm
right,
sure
right,
how that
right.
damage roll would come out, but now
need to
Ashton
run.
Well, you
has
know
to
now that
take
Terra's
that
been
pressure, so it makes
exhausted
sense
that,
to protect to alleviate yourself from it.
He's gonna E-speed.
Alex, you're good vibe for some interesting
Yeah, it looks
positioning
pretty
of just,
rough,
like, hard
Oz.
switching Incineroar back out.
Yeah, even with Terra,
Battery.
like even though he Terra to get out of there and double damage, the
right now, a key thing
it doesn't look that bad for
Terra has been committed on
for
this
Alex.
already.
Terra
You can't try
guy is
anything
already
else. Scale
pretty
shot's
much
looking really
dead.
scary right now from the Dragonite, but I think Ashton having a much better start to this game because Dragonite was the entire
Shout out to Max who
problem
copped the
for so much
hat.
of that last game. This time you're
My
getting
brother
used
told me
to
about it. It's
long
tough. I don't
damage
even play
from
Pokemon. You
We're
would go
actually
for
gonna see
that.
Dragonite
Your
lead,
brother to
so
go for
even
that
though
too.
he's looking at that scale shot boost, it's actually going to remove it in favor of.
Oh, why do you think he didn't go for
in
E-speed?
front of this Como. This is. I feel like it's kind of safe if you're not expecting the flamethrower to come out.
You
then
think he doesn't
you're
want
not
to deal with
really
Follow
worried
Me
about this gold
plus
Como being able to
losing his
actually,
Dragonite?
take that damage.
Probably that, right?
You know that Ashton's kind of one of those players that wants to play a little bit.
I
more
actually
safe.
don't remember
There was a
if Follow
possibility
Me
of
has
this
the
Incineroar
same priority
going for
bracket.
something like fake out, but
I
even
think
just damage, it's
E-speed
really
is faster,
important to
no?
stay off.
E-speed's plus 2. I don't know what Follow Me is. We don't have Follow Me where I come from.
I'm going to take advantage of it. Ashton wants to double protect to get around
Bro,
the threat of
I
fake out,
don't
right? But
either.
Golden Go does manage to switch in freely.
Oh,
It
okay,
is
they have the
interesting
same
because
prior
you do have
bracket.
Electro
Okay,
Web
so
right
it
now
makes
with the
sense,
Electabuzz,
because,
and you do have Flamethrower. There's also
if you
Helping Hand
follow
plus
me,
Flamethrower.
the
Golden
E-speed
Go
would
is
hit the
water
bus
Terra, so if it goes
anyway.
to the
Follow Me
Terra,
plus
it
3.
doesn't
Follow Me
go
plus
into the
3.
Electro Web
Oh no,
here, but
it's plus
you
2.
can see the hover here potentially just
So
to go for
E-speed would have been
Follow Me.
faster then.
I think the key thing here is like Como's gotten a lot of damage. It's gotten
Because
No,
Dragonite's probably
wait,
faster
it's
than
knockout
Thingy.
right now.
Oh, it
Oh, I
feels
think
so
Electabuzz
tough, but I think you're really
faster.
excited if the
Is
Golden
plus
Go actually
0
does
Buzz
take
faster
care
than
here,
plus 0
because then
Knight?
you know that it's not going to be the
Oh, but
Dragonite
I
that's
think
going to
everyone's
be able to
speedy,
grab that
Buzz.
later.
Okay, okay,
The
okay.
Dragonite actually does come back in.
I just assumed D-Knight was faster because
No Terra
Buzz I
either,
thought would be
so
bulky.
Golden Go
But I
is
get
going
it.
to stay a steel pipe.
Yeah, there was the risk of Helping Hand Flamethrower this turn, but just going to be
Okay,
able
yeah,
to
Buzz
get
is
that Shadow
fast.
Ball.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Critically, no Electro Web.
This guy's
Yeah,
so
it's
bulky and
faster.
fast, bro. That shit is a 4-hit KO, bro.
Onto the Golden Go. How much does this do?
What?
Hit?
Oh, he's plus 1. He's plus 1. He's plus 1. He's plus 1. I didn't even. I forgot. Yo, now he's going crazy. He knew if you brought the ball. Yo, no. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Shadow Ball off, being knocked
Someone
out
was
like
going
that.
LeBron is
Dude, yeah, plus 1 and then stab on top of that.
Annihilate for
That
free, but was it
that shit
worth
is
it?
cooked.
Yeah, I think Como right now, honestly,
That brother is
has
finished.
been such a key adjustment. We talked about it. We said we wanted to see it,
Como
and
is
here
crazy.
it does make an appearance here. And so, I think one of the
That
other
makes
things
sense
I'm
though
curious
because
about
the
is
gold was
Electabuzz
obviously max speed
interaction against
or
the
very
Annihilate,
close to
because
it
Electabuzz
because it
speed is
outsped
actually
the
quite high.
Komodo.
So if you have trained
Oh,
at
it's
high
looking
speed
it's
events,
looking
you
kind of
can
nasty.
outspeed the Annihilate. Annihilate on the opposing side, even if it's max speed, allowing you to get that Electro Web off. But there
He's
is
gonna
the
follow
threat,
me
of
and
course,
Clang
for
again.
extreme speed
Yep.
from the Dragonite. But right now,
Yeah, I think
Como,
it's
if it gets
free,
just one more clanging skills off right now, it feels so strong. And no make it rain there critically, and so just going for that Shadow Ball, and here we
Okay,
go.
yeah,
It
this
might
makes
be just another clanging scales. What does Alex go for right now? You could just go for the extreme
Does
speed.
Alex gotta just
It's
kill
really
this
tough, like
this
the
Komodo with
Annihilate doesn't do much
CC?
damage
Just
here.
get the shit out the
Here's gonna
way.
be the Terra. If it's gonna be the Fairy Terra, you do become immune to the
It is
clanging
going
scales now.
too crazy.
Yeah,
I feel
so
like
that is
didn't he follow me the bus
one
though? I
way
think he
that
might
Alex can hope that
live.
this Dragonite can stay around for a little bit longer. But that means that this Annihilate is now vulnerable. Let's hope that the focus
I'm not
action
sure
is
if
enough
he,
to allow this
The
Annihilate
low
to
HP
stick
Terra
around
is
for a
always a
little
nasty,
longer.
nasty
Follow Me is going
situation to be
direct
put
away
into.
attention from this Como-O.
Oh,
So
the
as
Terra's
we do
smart.
actually see the
You're
taunt
smart,
come through,
'cause you
Electabuzz
over the
is not going to be able
game.
to use that Follow Me anymore. It can only go for something like your Electro
Oh, and he
Web.
taunted.
As the
Taunted
Dragonite
to basically
misses
stop,
onto the
basically
Dragonite,
force
but
that shit.
breaks the
Ooh,
focus
crit.
dash on this Annihilate, in fact, dealing a critical hit.
Yeah, a lot of damage onto Annihilate, not enough for a knockout. Scale Shot comes out. Now the question is, does this knock
The
out?
No
buzz is
way,
so
no
fast.
way this thing
Oh, he
took
does
Shadow
get
Ball
all
into
the way,
scale.
so
Alright, if 5 hits,
right
it's gonna die, I think.
57
Yeah,
out of
it's gonna
20,
die
but
at
he
5
survived another
because of the
one,
crit.
okay?
So it's
Do
gotta
you
be
get a
5
fifth hit?
hits.
No.
Ooh, okay, he's safe, he's safe, he's safe.
Okay, so that could have been really a big deal for Alex. Like if you get the knockout onto the Electabuzz, and all of a sudden you're starting to even.
He's just
up
gonna
the
follow
board
me and kill
count.
both.
But
Or no,
I
you
think
can't kill both.
here
It's
it
fairy, I
almost
forgot.
feels safe for
But,
the Electabuzz
okay.
to potentially go for something like the Electro Web. I don't know
Is
if you
it,
care too much
is
about
it
giving it a
Como
5
faster
boost
than
over to this
8
Annihilate,
at
knowing
this
that this
point?
Como
I haven't
is
kept up
very
with
close
the-
to getting knocked out here.
No, it's not, it's
Yeah,
not, it's not.
taunted.
We saw
Electabuzz
Taunt go
can't do
first.
anything else.
Exactly, yeah.
And he can't follow me 'cause of taunt. Oh, he's shized, he's shized.
Alright, so yeah, so
Yo, he might have flipped it decently back.
You are right now threatened
Right?
with just getting
Yeah.
both of your Pokemon KO'd.
Because Buzz has to
And so
Electro Web.
Then the question is, does Ashton feel confident enough with his final 2 Pokemon? This
And
time
D-Knight-
around, he's
D-Knight
gotten
gets a
knockout
free
and
pick
so
with
much
E-Speed,
damage to both of these
correct?
Pokemon, so
You got
might be
nothing for
content
E-Speed,
just
no matter
using
what.
Both of his Pokemon here, getting the 2 free switches he's looking for.
Extreme speed to finish
Yep,
up the
and now you just
Electabuzz.
killed
Now
the
this
Como.
Annihilate
Now you
is
kill
free
Komodo
and
with
clear
CC.
to be able to clean
Or
up
even Rage
something
Fist, rather,
like the
because he
Rage
attacked you
Fist.
once. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, he got out of that hell decently. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was looking so bad.
But you know who's looking shyest?
John
John Dozo in the back.
We know it's the Caesar and the Dondozo.
With max HP, exhaust, and both these dudes low? I don't like these odds, baby.
One of the reasons why
Oh, he got
Dragonite's
the
so good
Caesars
is
back.
because of that scale
He
shot.
changed
So
out, like, he
this
changed
is
all
going to
the
be
moves,
an
but
interesting endgame. There, of course, is the Incineroar for that switch in for Fake Out as well. Crucially, this
Oh, big ass Dondozo in the back.
Right, this turn you pressure with Fake Out, and then the next turn you pressure with Protect.
But does Ashton sort of
You protect
kinda
as D9,
give
right?
Alex the same respect and go, well, you might double protect here, so what if
Yeah, I
instead
think-
with
don't you- I think double
Sneasler, I
protect
actually go
is
for
cool. Oh, wait.
damage, or I try to do something like that, or try to
I
catch a
mean,
switch
maybe
in?
you attack
Yeah,
with both
I think-
instead.
If you're Alex right now, you
You
can
can't
of course protect
do
the
both
Dragonite,
speeds,
switch
yeah.
Annihilate out into
But then you get hit by
Incineroar, and
Fake
you can
Out,
pressure with your
right?
own Fake Out the subsequent turn into a scale shot. So
But
a
at
lot
least
of
you
different
get,
options
like,
here from
something.
both ends.
I mean,
Let's
it's
see if there's
hard.
a switch in.
Yeah,
Okay,
see-
it's just
I
gonna
have
be
no
Protect
shit.
on the
'Cause at least
Dragonite.
here he
Sneasler
can
and the
confirm
options
attacking
targeting
Sneasler the next
Annihilate.
turn.
Trying to bait out Protect or Fake Out here. It is going to be Fake Out into the Dragonite.
Oh wait, the Caesar doesn't
Yeah,
protect.
unfortunately
Okay,
can't
okay.
fake out this Annihilate,
No, I think he
but
just double
you know that
attacks.
this Dondozo,
Yeah, he just
if it's
E-speeds
able
the
to
Caesar.
survive this
Okay,
Rage
never
Fist,
mind.
can actually dish
Okay, I
out
guess
the
he needs
finishing
to protect
blow.
the Dondozo.
This
Yo, that did a
Rage Fist is
decent
gonna
amount
start to hurt, though. So
for the
if
shit
the
being,
Dondozo doesn't get a chance to get the
Dondozo.
knockout
But this
now,
is
then
gone,
Annihilate
yeah.
is gonna have so many stacks. Alex, though, also down to his final 2 Pokemon
Nah,
with
but
that
it's-
knockout, and this Incineroar gets to
Oh,
come in
it's-
and give an
it's
Intimidate
weird.
down to both
Oh, he
this
does-
Dondozo and the
wait,
Sneasler.
so he
Because
does-
Alex still has Fake Out in the back, so he can fake out. Oh, this is weird. What do you click as
You've
Fuck.
the Dragonite as well, right? So Wave Crush is
It's
actually
kind of
good.
it's kind of an important turn here, right? Because if you protect Sneasler, but they double attack Dozo, Dozo's cooked. But if you
I think you just double protect, and then you burn the Fake Out, and then Dozo should win though versus both.
yeah,
In the end.
you're also Sneasler CC probably kills Incineroar at this range, even minus
Yeah,
one.
you CC.
Well,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
this turn
I think
now,
you just
Incineroar
double
hits the
protect
field. You of
and
course can go for
Dozo
Fake
maybe?
Out into Dondozo, Scale Shot into the Sneasler, but you can just protect to get
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, double protect makes so much
Exactly.
sense
And you
here.
get
Now the
leftovers
Fake Out
too.
will
Oh, you
be
win
on the
actually, because you
table.
just
And
Dire
you can
Claw.
just try to go into the next
The next turn you
with
can Dire Claw the
focus
D-Knight
action
and then also
back
Wave
on
Crash the
Sneasler,
D-Knight.
knowing that
and
can
you should
only
be
fire
straight.
on the
Yeah.
turn.
So
Thanks.
double protect here, yeah, just the safest option.
Although
You
if
wanna
he protects the
guarantee that
D-Knight
fake out
and
doesn't go off.
like
Next turn,
knocks
Dragon
with
of course will have
Dozo,
the
maybe
option to
tries.
just knock out the Sneasler. But then I think solo Dondozo could finally pull it off here. You've gotten the damage that you needed to with Ashton's Pokemon this time around. So Scale Shot goes
It's
into
actually
the
still
protect.
kind of weird.
Right now, first of all, you have to hit the Scale Shot. If you miss that, I
Does
think
Wave
you probably
Crash?
just end the game immediately. But yeah, I think solo
I think he's
Dondozo,
cooked,
this
bro.
is a great
I
spot
think
for him.
Alex
He
is cooked.
intimidated. There is the threat of parting shot and knockoff from the opposing end, but Dondozo's doing good damage at this point.
He needs to get
I
the.
think Wave Crash the Dragonite
Nah, he's
just
cooked.
get a
He's
chance
cooked
to
because he
knock
has
it
to
out,
kill.
and then
He has to kill
we do
Sneasler
see
right
the
here.
Scale Shot actually connect
And this
on
is
the
an
Sneasler
automatic
for
own.
hits, though.
God damn, that shit does so
Okay,
much.
yeah,
But now it's over because he wave crashed the
Just maybe it was a roll,
the
but
D-Knight,
no, this
and then
Sneasler
he
is
wave
gonna
crashes
get knocked
the
out.
what's it called after.
And
And even if you knock off Dozo, that should probably a 5-hit KO.
Ashton, still well positioned, but it's got to be able to get the knockouts here and now.
Yeah, the question is, can you get the knockouts quickly enough? Right, because you still are staring down.
You
some
do get
damage. Knockoff
recoiled.
here now does remove
Wait, that actually did a
Oh,
decent
wait,
amount. I'm not gonna cap.
Shit,
Because he
low.
split F, yeah.
Hold up.
Nah, but I'm pretty sure. Wait, you know what's kind of dicey here? It is -1.
So now it's Dondozo versus
Yeah.
Incineroar. No
Wait,
more
does it
leftovers.
live?
The Dondozo, of
He
course,
might
is
live.
weakened, but now what you can
Right?
do is yawn
Dozo's
into
attack stat is
Incineroar,
base
then
100.
click wave
Oh,
crash.
yawn protect, yawn protect, yawn protect.
It's gonna take multiple
Yeah,
knockouts
yawn
to knock
protect.
out the Dondozo.
Yo, the commentators are so good.
Spot right now.
Or you go for Flare Blitz and try to just burn the Dondozo.
I would not do
Oh yeah, now you. Yeah. Well, I guess you can.
You know, there was
certain way.
another opportunity there, but
Yeah, but even then, this is the most. This is the odds. Like this is the greatest odds maxing. Yeah. And you save yourself from taking an extra hit this way. Because he's guaranteed to sleep for one turn at
Yeah,
least.
it's not over because so Incineroar
I think
falls
if he
asleep
gets
right
the
now,
first
right? Wave
move,
Crash,
he
I don't
wins,
think will
though.
To be
knock
fair,
out
it's
Incineroar
Cybertron on the
first,
mic.
and
Oh, they got
backdrop
one of the
damage
goats on the
still
mic. That makes
adds
sense.
up here, right? So I'm thinking, okay, if Incin
Cybertron's
survives
the best
-1
caster.
Wave Crash and gets a one-turn wake up, it might be able to do it with knockoff. So first of all,
I
does
think
the
knock
Dondozo manage
won't
to
kill
do enough damage to Incineroar here?
Even if.
It's gonna have to be able to do half of what is left as the first Wave Crash hits into the
Okay,
Incineroar.
yeah. Knock's still not gonna
It's
kill.
be plenty,
For sure,
but
it's not
if
gonna kill.
Incineroar gets
At
the turn
53
one wake
or
up,
59.
then this could be over.
Nah,
And
he
Ashton
cooked, he
will
cooked, he
go forward
cooked,
to the
he
top
cooked, he
four.
cooked, he
His
cooked.
score
Okay,
is
okay.
Yo, dude, this looks.
though.
Yo,
So
this
now
this
Ashton
went
has
back and
the
forth
opportunity to
so
get
far.
this Wave Crash, get
Like
the
back at
KO.
yo,
Yeah.
this one really had me like, ah, shit. Like who is getting out of here alive? Who is getting out of here with their life?
Incineroar, so I think it was very
Just,
much Ashton's
like,
game,
small
but,
plays
crucially, the
that-
protect
Just,
on
shout out
Sneasler
Sam.
being able to
We
survive sometimes, and then
appreciate
using
you.
Solo Dozo to
Thank you
do
so
all
much
this damage.
on Twitch.
Alex did go for Fairy Terra with Dragonite, but it was a little bit late. If Ashton that came out on turn 1,
It's getting spicy
right?
now.
I think Alex was a little bit scared of committing that Terra
Yep.
because he's like, oh, Ashton's
Tomo
probably
went
conditioning me,
crazy.
baiting me to go for that
So,
Terra. You're just gonna bring out
definitely
Golden Go,
bring
you're
that
gonna bring out
guy, right?
Sneasler and damage me once some Fairy Terra, but Ashton just gets so much
So we
damage.
know Komodo
Basically,
got to come back.
Komodo-
We know
Let's go
Komodo
for
has
the
to return
setup.
for this.
Immediately for the clanging scales.
Komodo
and
versus
Dragonite just did
Dragonite.
so much damage.
Dude,
Both
this is
good,
literally
but-
Komodo versus Dragonite.
Like, not having that multi-skill
But Ashton's
impact
gold is a
really
beast.
feel to be able
He should
to
bring that again for
actually
sure.
allow that Dragonite to maybe tank that. Imagine if you did have the multi-scale and then you take the Clanger skills, right? I think
Absolutely.
that Dragonite is in such a better position, and then you don't feel as bad committing the terrestrialization on the next turn for the Dragonite.
Yeah, and there was the ability to like maybe stay in with Annihilate on turn 1 and just go for coaching into a scale shot as well, get a free attack boost. But I think Ashton's such an amazing adjustment, right? Game 1, it felt like he just had no damage coming out from
What would
anywhere.
you-
He's like, you know what? Okay.
Yo, this
Komodo's
is
the answer.
stress.
He answered our question of
Game
course,
3 is
Dondozo's
so
the
stress.
also so crucial.
Because when you're team
Komodo
locked,
doesn't
all you
tear
can
up,
think
he
of is,
just baits
should I
the
bring this
fire
guy? Should I bring this guy?
right? And so, Alex
Well, we
has
know
more resources,
Electabuzz
and
and
just
I think
held on to his far too long. We did
hold
see that
on.
critical hit on
I want to go back and see the Mons Alex could potentially bring. What else did he have? He had Rilla
gave up
and
more
who was his
resources,
last?
And I think just held onto his Terra for far too long.
Do you remember?
We did see that critical hit on the Annihilate. I was wondering if you don't get that crit, maybe the
Annihilate,
Annihilate could actually survive the
Goldengo,
wave crash.
Dragonite,
If that could have been
Incin,
instrumental in this battle as well.
Electabuzz,
But
Rillaboom.
Annihilate takes up so much damage that Solo
I mean, the
Dondozo
Rillaboom
finally gets to come out
is
and
good
clean
for
the
the
game. And
Dondozo,
this is a
but, like,
really stressful situation for both
it's awkward
players
versus
because
everybody.
what
Yeah,
you do
Rilla's
to adjust the
whatever.
game-
Rilla's just gonna make
I wonder
Komodo
if
smoke
Ashton
you.
says, I got what I wanted to out of the solo Dondozo. Maybe
Yeah,
I
Annihilate
don't bring
was,
it
like,
anymore.
not
And
that great.
instead,
Dozo in the
you
back
think
is smart.
about
Just
bringing
keep Dozo for the
Golden
end game
Go,
after
and
you've
Alex
already
did not get a
successfully
chance to see in that
taken
second
D-Knight
game.
down to wave crash
I
range.
think one of the things I'm curious about is Alex moved away and tried to
Those
do
was really
the
hard to
Annihilate
knock
and
out for
Dragonite, but
Gomez,
it didn't
yeah.
feel like the most effective, right? I thought the Electabuzz and Golden Gold lead from his
That
end
Komodo
was
did his job, though.
scary. I think
Good, like that was the right
Alex
Terra and
considered
everything.
just the Terra usage,
Offensive
right?
Terra is super
Because
shiced
he
in
held
here.
onto Terra, didn't
Almost
go
it feels
for
like
Terra with the
offensive
Electabuzz,
Terra is the
Golden
better
Gold,
way to
but
Terra
after
in this,
the
almost
Electabuzz
always. That's what it feels like to me.
Also, he didn't even blink his chaos, which he like gets the omni boost.
lot of
Oh,
ways
you're
to use
right.
this Pokemon
Well, he couldn't really
Pokemon
afford to do that.
Here we go. Game
Yeah.
Then again,
3.
the extra
Will
defense
Como
would have
make
been
an
nice.
appearance
Maybe
again, and
he
how
could have.
will
Who
Alex
knows?
deal with it if it does?
Ooh, this game is going to decide everything
maybe you can, like,
to
follow
determine
me,
which of these
sec the
players is
bus.
going to move on to the top 4 of
feel
the
like
Latin
that.
America International Championships. It is
There
going
it
to be the
is.
Electabuzz and the Golden Go for Alex,
Okay,
and
same
Como
thing.
does
Okay.
reappear on the field once again for Ashton.
Alex's was Nasty Plot, Dazzle, Terra Water, if I recall correctly.
How does Ashton really deal with it? I was actually kind of surprised to see Alex switch things up. So he
Uh,
decides to just go
it's-
back and say, you know what?
Alex
I
is a
think this is
make
pretty
it
decent.
rain Shadow Ball.
Both Pokemon
Nasty
right
Plot
now
for water.
can set up, and Electabuzz obviously can redirect the attacks away as well. We'll have to keep track of the Electro Web speed drops as well, so there's a lot happening right now, but it's going to be the immediate fire Terra.
Oh, he does
Make
go
sure
for
that you don't
the-
take that much
That makes
damage
sense because
from
he knows he walls gold, right?
It's really smart because
Yeah.
you know
If he turns
that
fire?
with the Make It Rain as well, if you are able to tank that, then the Golden
Oh, this
Go
is-
does
oh,
drop
no.
to -1.
My
especially
favorite
when
mon about to
it's a little bit better for
cook.
Como to actually stick around. As we see the Terra Fire committed, it's going to be the Electro Web from
Look at the
Alex's
drop, though.
Electabuzz first. And so with these speed drops, that's something else we kind of have to keep paying
You
attention
plot?
to. Is this
Okay.
Golden Go
But this is actually-
dabbling
Oh,
to be
shit.
faster, be able to get the Nasty Plot off.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
Gonna get
there's
shiced
so
for
many
sure.
different stats to
oh,
keep
it
track
is
of.
Gonna get
gonna
shiced for
it is
both,
gonna get
though.
super shiced because
Moving first is
Follow
the
Me can get
being
clicked
able
by
to
Alex
drop your opponent's speed before they can do anything. We'll have to keep in
on
mind.
so that flamethrower is targeted there, and then Make It Rain probably still does an okay amount to Komodo.
And Komo's gonna get a nice boost to all of
Oh,
his
this is
stats.
weird, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a +1
Yeah.
to everything.
'Cause Make It Rain
and
also is
it's
gonna do
be
fuck
really
ton of
important
damage.
It's still gonna do a fuck
because
ton.
the
Even if
follow
even if you
me.
resist, it's still
only
plus 2
downside
gold
is
versus
you have to
only plus
sacrifice
1.
a little bit of this Komodo's HP
And the gold
in
only has a
order to
spread
ensure
move, so you
that
can't
are
stop your
able to
Komodo
actually
from getting
get
hit
those
here,
boosts.
right?
So it's interesting because
Dude, this is
the Electro
Exactly.
Web came out, and then like we saw the Electro Web on
Interesting.
the opposing side, right? And then the Como now, of course, does get the speed boost as well. And so Como is set up. It puts on a lot of offensive pressure. We can see Ashton making an adjustment again. By the way, he's not brought the Sneasler into this game. He's brought the.
Oh, it's
Rillaboom.
hype.
I feel like
I
you
love that adjustment because if you bait out
you
the
make
Terra
it
from
rain
Golden Go,
the
well, it's a
both
water
follow me
Terra,
is
and
the
water
Alex
Terra Golden Go
Gomez,
does
and
not
then you like
deal with
flame
the Rillaboom effectively. So
and
this
follow
turn
me.
out,
I don't
Ashton
know.
in the
Okay,
driver's seat
Clang
with
skills
Como,
instead.
threatening with a lot of damage and not a
I
lot
guess
of
you
heal
have
pressure
to
from
get
the
rid of
opposing
the
side. Here's a
buzz.
helping hand to start things off.
He went for a helping
It
hand.
wasn't a flamethrower either, but there's also
That's a-
no Terra.
I like a
The follow
buzz.
me from Alex
Pretty
is going to be
aggressive,
completely mitigated
okay.
by this because we see the Como actually go for a spread damaging attack.
Jesus.
The Electabuzz
But if he
takes
shadow
so
balls the
much
Como,
damage from
That was
it.
actually a great play.
Die.
It's a lot
To
of
clanging
damage,
scales,
not a
'cause you
lot
know
of
gold
damage on
can't
either
kill you
spot.
anyways,
Follow me
so you might
from
as well
Alex's
get some
side.
chip.
Okay, flamethrower goes to
Defensive
left
terrors
side.
are valuable to get a
Here's
flip on one
Make
turn,
It Rain. Doesn't knock
then
out
Ghost on
Como right
fake
now.
out.
It does not even come close to
Yeah,
that special
but we've
defense.
seen
Okay,
here that
that's
defensive
probably
Terra
not
hasn't worked as well as offensive most of the time. I guess game 2 the Terra Fairy D-Knight helped.
Yeah, that Citrus Berry is
A pretty
really
good
nice
amount.
to allow this Golden Go to stick around for a while, so the damage ends up adding up as you get more and more turns with this Golden Go. But the fact that this Como is able to stick around again,
I mean, shit, he did his
does
damage.
it force Alex
Right.
to actually have to go for something like an Electro Web here just to see if his own Golden Go can keep up.
Yeah, and you can see Ashton looking for the Rillaboom switch in here, right? So with Rillaboom out, he might
I don't
be
know, it
thinking
still
Alex
feels
might want to
good
protect or
for
pivot out a
Gomez.
little bit. If Alex
Right?
plays a little bit
Especially 'cause
past
he got the
Terra,
Electro
goes for
Webs
protect,
off.
For example, the Como is just looking
This is why I don't like.
scary.
This is why I don't like the
Grassy terrain,
defensively
I'll be
inclined
honest,
Terra
really valuable
off
as well.
rip.
So Electabuzz makes the pivot, and here is Ashton making another adjustment. Rillaboom coming out this time around, and I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful adjustment by him.
You've got the Grassy Glide if this Golden Go does end up terastallizing, but it doesn't.
protected.
It's just going
Nice.
for the Protect. But if you can get rid of this Electabuzz, then it's going to be really great to have this Rillaboom there to be able to go for something like a Fake Out into whatever comes in for that Electabuzz. in the
Ooh,
next
yo,
turn.
this Komodo looks
Ashton
ready,
there, you know, pressure with
even
something
at.
like helping hand
Then again,
plus
it has
a
clanging
double
skilled what,
knockout,
twice now?
but now you bait out the protect from the Golden Go. And
So it will die to
Really
E-speed at
recovery
53.
from the Como
I guess
is
it dies
really
even
nice,
at
right?
at
So
plus
what
0
does Alex
defense.
bring out now? Because you've lost your redirection.
There's
Your
another
Dragon
like
is very
weird coin
powerful.
flip
You
here
bait out the
because
Terra now
if
from
he
the opposing
flamethrowers
side,
and the
of course, you've got
Goldengo
your
turns
own
water,
Terra with
he
the
just
Dragon,
dies,
which can
right?
be really, really crucial as well. Rillaboom, of course, right now though does apply pressure.
Well,
against
fake out.
the
Well,
Young
fake out
Golden
on
Go.
D-Knight is
Let
free.
Dragon Knight go for flamethrower onto the Golden Go slot.
Sit. You just flame gold, right?
I mean, you could also just call it and say, well,
I mean,
maybe
he's probably
just try
gonna
to go
double
for
protect and burn
flamethrower
the
into that
fake out.
slot anyway, or you just go for the double damage.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if
Prote-
there's
a double
no
protect
Terra
helps,
here.
right?
This is what Alex fell into the
Yeah.
trap into in game.
Oh, no, he
number
can't. He
two,
already protected the
using
gold the
that
last
Terra
turn.
a little
Oh,
too
my bad,
late.
my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
This
Oh,
is
no.
big. I mean, I would expect the Dragonite just protect here, right? But the Golden Ghost slot did protect. Okay, it's gonna.
Oh, he doesn't even want to fuck around with that.
Didn't go for that flamethrower, so that's a lot of damage onto whatever's coming out.
Incineroar's about to get fried, bro.
Let me get Incineroar, probably protect Dragonite, and then I have Fake Out plus the Scale Shot next turn.
It also doesn't hurt to be able to drop this Rillaboom's attack either.
Okay, it has to click that.
Protect, but you're still gonna get some meaningful damage down onto this Incineroar.
Yeah, critically not going for Flamethrower. I think Ashton.
Fuck, this is so. Yo, this is pretty. This is a pretty convoluted endgame with the protects now, right?
The clanging was a really good play.
Oh my god.
That was a really good play. Look how much this shit does, right?
Yeah.
Good God.
A ton. Even if you take a look at something like the high horsepower at this point, I think that Incineroar is not going to be able to handle that super well.
That is sweet speed, no, right?
Oh, for sure. That shit's minus
and
2.
Still has a full HP Pokemon in the back.
Yeah, and it's gonna be that Dondozo. I think like the way that Ashton is adjusted.
Honestly, this is like super complicated.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, who's gonna?
Dude,
Dude, and you got that low ass timer that you gotta make your decision on if you're gonna switch or not.
Into this point where like solo Dondozo suddenly actually looks decent, right? You've gotten rid of Electabuzz. That was the first primary piece that you need to eliminate from the field. This turn, Kobo wants to protect and does not want to fall to something like a Fake Out plus a Scale Shot into that slot. So pivoting out, this resets your Fake Out, and you're gonna protect Kobo. And even if Alex predicts,
Dozo Protect was. I mean, this play was pretty nasty.
Into Dondozo, so I think it's a relatively safe switch.
We swapped
and
back to gold, huh?
Gold that ends up coming back in instead. So still
That's not gonna really do much for him, right?
Alex is going to have to rearrange these Pokemon.
I mean, at least it gives him a position where he pressures more than having the Incineroar.
At least it's a little bit healthier within this game.
Well, this D-Knight Terra is not bad.
Can get up and running. This engine hasn't started.
Because this D-Knight is a giga threat. Yeah, and it's at full HP.
This is like a really smart. I think it's a really smart play because even if he goes for clanging with the Como there, right, he covers
nice scale into.
Terra Fairy.
Oh, this is nice because Clang wouldn't even kill.
Is so pivotal.
Before it's able to do something like Leon into you, it could.
Now the biggest issue is if Grassy does too much.
Alex. The downside, though, to this Scale Shot is the fact that you are going to be dropping your defense. So that is actually a pretty big factor in front of this Dondozo or Rillaboom.
Yeah, Dondozo is able to heal so much right now. You've got Grassy.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
4 hits did do a decent amount, but it's like you heal from this turn, you go for Protect, and suddenly it's nearly back at full HP immediately, right? The yawn pressure right now really.
I guess he was really that scared of Clanging Souls if he clicked Terra Fairy instead of just E-Speed.
Yeah, the idea is he wanted to cover for it with the Gold Angle plus the Terra, but now Dragonite.
He does put himself a little bit vulnerable to
Alright, Como leaves, which makes sense.
Double up onto Dondozo, maybe a critical hit along the way, but it's a generally safe play, and Ashton has the lead right now, is making safe plays across the board, but it is Skill Shot instead of
damn, bro, Skill Shot is so annoying.
Okay, so Rillaboom is going to be chunked pretty far here. It still has the
This shit is so annoying, bro.
Help it out.
He's gotten pretty consistent. 5 hits. I mean 4 hits instead of 5.
He never fucking misses 2.
The Shadow Ball
It's gonna kill. It is, right?
Oh,
it's AV. I didn't even see. Oh, he's Goob now.
Gets a chance to get this yawn.
This gotta go. This gotta leave.
And Rillaboom is still here to be able to go for
Dozo
Fake Out
cycle.
on next turn.
Yeah, Fake Out next turn, so you feel like the Dragonite's probably forced to switch. Now you've got this dancing game, right? But let's not forget the Incineroar did take decent damage, and so.
So Incin, if Incin comes in here on Wave Crash, that's bad news. He's gonna lose. He's gonna literally lose. He has to swap, but he's gonna be fucked. Because he's gonna get yawned again once the Dragonite comes right back in. Because you Wave Crash into the Incineroar.
But if Incineroar is knocked out, then where do you go from there, right? So I think Ashton probably wants to prioritize that Dragonite slot right now.
What if Alex makes a call though and actually goes for an extreme speed?
Though.
That would have been wild because
Especially with
Ashton
the
actually didn't go for Fake Out with that Rillaboom.
There's not much that can
it's
do.
going to be the Incineroar that switches in to take that Dragonite's place. And the attack drops are going to help out a little bit, but you still have to deal with an almost full HP Dondozo again. And it's going to be doubled into.
Okay, the question here is, does Wave Crash knock out the Incineroar? So Grassy glide there just to get a little bit of chip damage.
Oh, for sure it's going to knock this out, right? That shit's at 50.
Already previously, so didn't matter there. Now
Let's
Wave Crash comes out. Let's see.
That shit's going to die.
I don't think he gets the KO, but let's see. It does. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him.
Was leaning in there. He's celebrating that knockout. think we thought it was going to be close. And
Oh, yeah,
just managed to
it's
secure
looking
the
like
knockout.
raps.
So now it's a 3.
Shout out to whoever just copped the
I mean,
crew. Shout out to whoever copped the merch. Thank you so much.
Of offense from Alex's side, so this is still anyone's game. Dondozo now, of course, has the pressure with Yon, can put the Dragon
Yo, that
Knight.
Komodo
like
is a
the Duolingo
fucking
still
beast.
really annoying.
Amount of damage with Wave Crash, though. I think Electabuzz can
think
come
the
Yeah,
out
but
Duolingo's
Komodo's
still really hard.
Komodo is
Electro Web would be great. You need to be able to break the multi-scale
So
on
he-
the
Yeah,
flamethrower?
Dragonite.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
I guess he
that's one
already
way that you
paired,
can
but-
accomplish that. And the Electro Web allows you to be able to keep the
Probably-
speed
I guess
pretty
the Komodo
neutral
still
between
lives
the
in lead
Dragonite
speed,
and
maybe?
the scale shots that it could go for. So Ashton right now, clear
guess if
game
D-Knight,
plan, go
like-
for the Yawn into the Dragonite, make sure you can put it to sleep, and hope that this Dondozo doesn't get knocked
Oh, you
out.
can
I feel like
yawn.
Dozo. I feel like
You can
Dozo just
yawn.
wins, bro. I
It
feel like
it
Dozo just wins.
can't. The Shadow Ball
Am I
and
wrong?
the
Yeah, you can yawn the
Scale shot's not
Dragonite.
enough.
And then
This is
Electro
huge.
Web
Dragonite
spam.
could protect, right? If Dragonite protects, Golden
Bro.
Go can nasty plot. It is going to be protect here.
Oh,
It's
shit.
a relatively safe play to make, but Golden Go now can boost its stats up and put on a little bit more offensive pressure into the
Yo, Electro Web is so fucking
Yeah, I
annoying,
think
hitting
it's
both
weird to see
dudes and
Electro
slowing them
first,
down.
Get a chance to see what this Golden Go can do.
That's
But
what
This
look
move
at
is
this
cheap.
little damage. It's the Shadow Ball, not a nasty plot just yet, as the Shadow Ball just tickles this Electabuzz.
Oh, that drop is good.
That drop might come into play now.
Interesting if we do see a
Yeah.
double up again from this Golden
Even
Ball.
then though, I
It's
think it's
Electabuzz
bad
can go down
for
to a
Alex because
Yeah,
Komodo is still
opting
gonna
for
come in
the
afterwards,
Shadow Ball instead of nasty plot there,
right?
because you know
Like,
Dondozo was unaware anyway, and I think he was thinking,
and
like,
you
I don't know
cannot
exactly what's
stop
going
getting
on, but if I
yawned.
get it
You
low
literally
enough
cannot
during
stop getting
extreme
yawned with your
speed, during
Dragonite.
extreme
You're
speed,
getting
you
yawned no matter
cannot
what.
break the multi-scale
Unless you
without
go for what, like
Yeah.
double
Now,
protect and
Electabuzz can go for the
into,
Electro.
like-
I don't expect it to
Could-
be extreme speed.
could try
And so
it,
here
but
is
okay,
the
it doesn't
Electro Web.
really-
Okay.
Critically connects on Dondozo, no miss.
I mean,
Yeah, no miss here. It's going to be able to drop the speed of both of
Yeah,
these
he
Pokemon,
might
but
just
it's
die
going
to
to be the scale
Flamethrower,
shot.
right,
So
after?
Dragonite being
If
able
they
to
go-
move first
Well,
still
Flame,
means that it's going to
you
be
probably need a
able
little
to
bit more
be
chip
one
to
of the
get to a
fastest
KO,
Pokemon on the field,
but,
keeping up with
yeah.
this Electabuzz. As you keep whittling away at the Dondozo, you got to hope that this Golden Go is going to be able to do
pretty
enough
awkward,
to
too.
actually
'Cause the
knock out
Dragonite
this
might get an
Electabuzz as
early
you see a
wake,
follow-up
too,
there.
and then-
Scale Shot actually brings this
and then he
Dondozo
might
down to
be
about
over.
half HP.
He needs to
That
keep that-
feels
he needs
like
to-
it's
he
gonna
needs
be
to
a
keep on
meaningful
chipping the
amount of
Dozo.
damage.
Yeah.
As we see the follow-up
Well,
from this
you see he
Golden Go,
doesn't kill the
trying to knock
buzz.
out this Dondozo.
Because
Because
he doesn't
because then
want to
Komodo's
kill
gonna
him
come
yet.
in.
This is the strength of
Yeah.
Dondozo.
Beat him down immediately, yeah.
And
Wanna
it's
kill the-
still at about
Doesn't want to kill the
35%
bus
of
yet
health. And
because
so
he wants to
Yawn
burn
has
his
now
Sleep
come out. Of
Dragonite,
course,
which is like
you can go for protect
a
with
brain.
Pokemon, and
No, that's
then
definitely
Dragonite
smart.
It's actually,
falls
like,
asleep.
super
Golden
smart.
Go can take advantage of that though.
I've seen that in
Go for a
doubles
nasty
OU
plot.
before.
The question is, are you really that scared about nasty
How
plot,
they
right?
if
Like,
the
you
mon
like
Yeah,
and
sometimes-
if the mon there is not doing shit, you just keep it there to one by one pick off each mon.
Yawn is so good in
That's
these
something
endgames.
people
This
do a
is why
lot of
getting the
Grim
early
Snarl. They
knockouts
don't
were
kill the
huge.
Grim
You
after
can't switch
such
out of the
screens
Yawn.
because it doesn't do anything.
No, Dragonite is stuck. It is going to sleep at the end of this next turn. You're not able to yawn something like the Golden Go, but you kind of don't care about it anymore.
Okay.
So he just double
does
protects to
Dragonite
get
ever
the,
go for a haze there
the
so you get
sleep.
rid of your own defense drop?
Oh, that could have been spicy. But
Nice
actually, let's
nasty
go
plot.
for the nasty plot.
Oh,
It's something
shit.
free to be able to do
That's
with
a
this
shite
Golden
play,
Go.
though.
It does give, even though it's not going to affect the Dondozo, you can still utilize it.
Gomez
with
is
your
Does he ever
trying.
cover? Does he ever
Really?
cover?
Oh, and the Electabuzz. The
Gold? No,
Electabuzz
no, no.
isn't
He runs
frustrating
a
enough
make-
with something
man,
like
make
the
a rain,
Electro
Shadow
Web
Ball,
alone
that's
to be able to take
fucked
out this Golden Go. It's
Oh,
still pretty
fuck.
healthy.
This is such a tense game. I mean, Dondozo here.
Yo, this is mad
is
weird.
intimidating,
But if you
which is why Alex
damage
like, I don't wanna
D-Knight,
give that speed
then-
boost. I am, content just keeping up with it. Here's Electro Web right now. It's
When is
doing
Dozo gonna be
decent
faster than
damage.
the-
I think a
than
lot
this-
of it
some of
may
these
boil
shits?
down to can Dragonite get the immediate wake up?
It's gonna take
Oh, it's got to
like,
have.
one more
It has to
probably.
take its mandatory turn of sleep first.
This-
but there is
this-
a possibility
okay,
of it
makes it
waking up
rain
on the
to-
subsequent turn.
okay.
The make it rain is finally going to finish
but
off
that-
this Electabuzz.
that's gonna get the combo
Dondozo
Right? I was
is
thinking just
starting
keep on
to get
attacking
whittled
Komodo
away.
and
Shadow
just
Ball.
chill.
Here, but
Yeah.
Ashton is
Right?
down
Maybe
to
just-
just the
yeah.
Komodo and
Maybe
this
should've-
Dondozo.
yeah,
And then
Shadow Ball
Dondozo
the
going
one
for
more
this
turn
Wave
at least.
Crash here is going to give itself a bit more recoil damage as
Wave Crash did
well.
less than I
So
thought.
it's
I'm not gonna lie.
decent damage, but not enough. And like you said,
To be fair, like, if he just goes Como, then
D-Knight is still faster and could wake up. It already burned off one. Nah, it's
This
tense,
is
bro.
So tense right now.
Like, the special attack boost here for this Golden Go was really important. We've seen that with this Terra Fire, this Como, it does have a little bit more defensive capability into something like this Golden Go. But if this Dragonite can wake up, maybe it goes for an extreme speed, gets a chance to knock out this Dondozo before it can fire off another attack.
oh yeah, if
and
the
Alex
Dozo
could
wave
win
crashes the
Yeah, I think
Dragonite,
you've gotta
doesn't
probably go protect
the
Golden
skill
Go,
shot
wake
drop
up
doesn't
one
come
turn
up,
and
right?
skill shot
because of
Como because
unaware.
extreme speed's definitely not doing enough into Dondozo.
Oh, I didn't know
the idea
unaware
is, look, right, you need to get rid of Como,
does
back
shit for your
speed
partner.
right
I didn't know it worked
into
like that.
Dondozo. Dondozo's, oh, it does wake up!
Oh, wait, woke up, bro.
It does wake
I'm not
up!
sure though.
Oh, it goes for
What the
the
fuck?
hit.
What did Golden go protect as well?
Okay, it's going to
Oh,
be a
shit.
flamethrower into the goal
Oh, but he flamed for
Wait,
the
what?
gold.
Why didn't he just go for the fucking kill on the fucking thing? Am I bugging?
Oh, okay, so, think, okay, wait. Can you come back and pause?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I think the
confused.
turn-
It's just gonna end up getting
So-
knocked down on this turn.
If you have to wake up anyway, why would you not scale? I don't understand. What am I missing here?
He thought he would protect the gold, so I think he went like a step further. He thought that he flamed.
But then he
I
saw
think
the
he
protect come
thought
out. He was like, oh
the
my
gold
goodness, I
would
think we're good.
protect.
We're good.
That is
thought-
a little
Gomez
bit of
thought
a
that he
sigh of
would
relief there. You can see
attack,
Ashton very happy with those turn of events. This
Basically, he
Dragonite
expected
needs to
him
make
to
up
expect
a
the gold
lot
to
of
Does
protect.
Flame
ground.
kill this? Does Flame kill this from the range it's at?
He's on the precipice of being able to make it into this top cut.
I figured that shit would live Flame. That's why I was like, why not just scale the Komodo and go for it?
I don't think the Dragonite can pull off the 1v2, but let's see.
I think he expected him to-
Unless this kills.
Right? Komo was faster than Dragonite, so I think what Alex was thinking, look, you're gonna be scared.
Yo, yeah, I thought, yeah, he should've, yo!
Well,
Wait,
wait a minute!
Hold on.
The crit is really big. This Dondozo only needs one more to actually knock it out.
I think
and so with
Gomez
that,
overcooked
the
there. I
Dondozo
think
Yeah.
he would
Dragonite
expect
can
him to.
dispute
Maybe he thought
this.
Flame was gonna kill him or some shit. I don't know, but
Now.
yo,
Okay.
That's crazy.
I cannot believe it. This Dragonite just go for something like an extreme speed here. Does it actually
Wait.
be able to get enough done
holy
with the scale
shit!
shot?
You think?
It's
Yo,
gonna
yo,
have to
yo, yo.
connect to the
Let's do it. Let's do a Lord calc right now.
extreme speed here. Does it actually be able to get enough
Actually, wait, it's +0 E speed
mean-
versus +0. That shit is not killing.
No, it doesn't kill, but maybe crit kills.
Yeah, crit kills, but-
damage down.
We've seen so many electro.
Nah, this shit not killing.
It's just gonna be extreme
Easy
speed.
money.
Get the knockout.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, he should have scaled, yo, no!
Fox's dreams of getting a
That's
third
crazy,
championship
dude.
here.
That's that Komodo 125 base defense.
One of the tensest games I've seen.
Yo, that was
my God.
crazy.
No way.
Dude, if he just attacked the Dragonite.
Right? Because he's already going for wake. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
That was absolutely wild. What a game.
I think he overfought it.
The scale shot speed boost. There were so many
Because
Wait.
like protecting with Goldango on that
Oh,
turn was like the obvious
different
play.
interactions happening within
We
that
really thought he
game,
would,
but you can see.
Well, even past that, it's just like, you
Ashton's
live
like,
Flame,
yes,
so
I
just
got
attack the
this.
shit.
It's
But then again,
Yeah, but I don't
you
think
died
he-
a crash after, so I guess he can't.
He has a potential
Right?
to get that third Latin America International
I think
Championship
he
to
also
his
just
name,
didn't expect
and
to
that
live
was
Flame.
an incredible set. 3 games.
Yeah, that game's crazy.
good. I
Yo,
thought
that was
the
pretty
ending
crazy.
was
That
game-
intense.
the
I
whole
felt
set
like
is
Ashton had the
insane.
slight lead, but
That
then
game 2 and 3 was crazy. To come back after going down 4-0 in the first game is nuts. Yo, that was very cool.
Yeah. Also, really cool
Yeah.
to see the Dondozo put in so much work.
Yo, that was
Not
nuts.
not a mon you see do a lot generally.
Yo, that was a really great game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that quite a lot. That was a phenomenal game. See, like the whole series is actually dope. All right, let's watch this other
Yeah,
one.
there were so many small plays that came up so much.
I liked seeing gold.
Oh, you're gonna see gold here.
Fuck gold.
So,
All right, let's see. My favorite player.
so this
What the
set,
fuck
this
is
set's my
Bramblegast
favorite
with
from
Tailwind
the-
Cheese?
Yeah, so this is my favorite set from the Worlds 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember watching this live, and it's just really cool because Emilio's team is insane because he has a fucking Bramblegast, right?
Right?
The idea, the idea is that this format basically was Torn Ursh everywhere. Everybody was using Tornadoes plus Urshfu. And Bramblegast kind of it does really good into that because the ability makes it immune to the Bleakwind Storm,
Okay.
and then it just so Emilio's team was like really cool. It became like really staple in the metagame, and like nobody was really using Bramblegast.
Yeah,
Kinda just
Bramblegast
came
is
up
some
with-
weird shit. Like what? But you're right.
Yeah.
It is able to take on Torn and is able to take on Shifu. That's pretty interesting.
It's a really cool pick, yeah.
Was Ursaluna good
it's
back
just a
then, too?
Really cool team. Yes, a really.
That guy's
this
always-
is-
that
this is
guy's
an
always been
interesting
good?
format because, yeah, it's an interesting format because it came up like a month before Worlds. Ursaluna got released, so everybody was still getting used to using the Mon.
Sure.
But it just destroyed everything. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, this is dope. Bramblegast ignores Heat Wave too? Wait, what? How?
Yeah, it ignores Heat Wave, ignores Icy Wind, ignores Bleakwind Storm, which is the move that Thorn uses.
I didn't even think about Heat Wave being like a flying like an air based move. Yo, Bramblegas got that shit on.
Also,
he be dodging mad moves. Shout out
so
so Olympian in
unfortunately
the chat.
this-
What's good, King?
Unfortunately, this set doesn't have the teens. I tried to find another video, but no, there's no video with the teens. So I got the teens. I'm gonna bring it up to you real quick.
All right, bet. Perfect. Let me take a look.
Oh, you want me to paste it or you want me to just say it?
No, you can say it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So I just go back to the screen.
Shout out to Olympian
So,
with the
immediate
5.
sting-
Thank you so much, homie.
Midisting is a booster special attack flutter. Terra
Is it
Fairy.
is it defensive like the ones we were watching before, or is this one offensive?
No, this one's very different.
Okay,
The ones
okay.
we watched were support, booster speed. This one is just all out attack.
Got it.
with
Got it.
booster
Got it. Got it.
special
Got it.
attack.
Got it. Got it.
It's a Terra Fairy, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Protect. Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
The Torn is Cover Cloak, Terra Water, Bleakwind Storm, Tailwind, Taunt, Scary Face.
Scary face is crazy.
Scary Face is like a Scary Face is a cool tech because you can Scary
Already
Face and
drop.
Tailwind mirrors.
Yeah, and then your next guy is ready to cook.
Yeah, but the cool thing is that you can do that against Trick Room teams too, because you can drop your own mon speed and then you're faster in Trick Room. Like that's the idea.
Wait, that's
Kinda how he
nuts.
beats, yeah, that's kind of how he beats Trick Room teams.
Yo, that's genius. You slow your own guy down and then they counter Trick Room is
Exactly.
nasty.
Exactly, it's choice.
Yo, that's
And the Chi-Yu is
that's pretty
Life Orb,
smart. That's
Terra
really
Ghost.
smart, matter of fact.
Yeah, Chi-Yu is Life Orb, Terra Ghost, Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, Overheat Protect, pretty standard. It's just there to boost the other special attacks of the mons.
Yo, I like this. What's the Bramble set?
Godengo. Sorry, you say?
What's Bramblegas set?
Bramblegast is Terra Ghost, Sash, Power Whip, Shadow Ball, Terra Blast, Strength Sap, no Protect.
Okay.
So we just
Okay.
Godengo is Terra Steel, Choice Specs, Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt Trick.
I know he's mad that he ran into Heatran.
And-
I know he's mad.
Yeah.
Yo, Heatran
But
looks
the
disgusting into his
Bramblegast-
team, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, Heatran looks awful for him to go against.
The thing is, it's Heat Wave, so the Bramblegast actually walls it. It's crazy.
Oh, what? Fuck.
Yeah.
I guess it's nasty.
And then
This is an innovative team, bro.
Yeah, Bramblegast is crazy.
What's
And then
Shifu?
the
Sash
Urshifu
or
is
Scarf?
Terra Water, Mystic Water, Surge in Close Combat, Aqua Jet Protect.
Not Terra Stellar.
No. It's Terra Water.
Nice.
And then the Rios team, real quick, is just Cover Cloak Torn, Terra Dark,
Okay.
Air Slash, Icy Wind, Tailwind, Sunny Day. So the fucked up thing about this.
Oh, Terra Stellar didn't exist
is
back
that
then. They're telling me.
tornadoes-
Holy shit! I didn't realize that it took a minute for Terra Stellar to.
Oh yeah, it doesn't exist yet.
Yo, that's actually mad funny.
So,
I forgot that shit was
the
the
fucked up
halfway
thing
through
is
Gen 9 thing.
The fucked up thing about Eric Rios' team is that his Torn is Air Slash instead of Bleakwind. And the standard is Bleakwind, but Air Slash hits Bramblegast.
Yo.
It should be walled, but he runs Air Slash, should not miss as much. And then the Flutter main is Rocky Helmet, Terra Water, Protect, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Trick Room.
Okay. Shout out my boy Miko in the chat. The road to top DOU
Heatran.
series. I need some practice. So
The
he,
Heatran is Leftovers. Leftovers Protect, Heat Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Terra Blast, Grass. So it's walled by Bramblegast, but you can Wisp it.
okay, not bad. Also, okay, that's pretty interesting. Flash Fire X Terra Grass is definitely annoying too. In some games, I don't know what it's gonna do in here, but it's like that's cool. I guess you can't really Terra Heatran here,
Ursaluna.
otherwise Fluttermane's gonna fry him.
Yeah, everybody is annoying. So the Ursaluna is Terra Ghost, Protect, Bulk Up, Headlong Rush, Facade. And Bulk Up is weird, but he brought Bulk Up.
I guess with Grassy Rilla, you can
Um,
kind of find ways to like get a free turn and bulk up. I don't know. Is Dozo phased out by this
Yeah,
point in the
it's-
meta, or what? Why is that guy's not good anymore, or what?
Who?
Dozo. Why is there no Dozo here? Is that shit gone at this point? It's phased out.
Oh yeah, this format is way too broken for Dozo.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
This
see
is-
we see some threats on deck here.
The only Dozo is with Tatsugiri, but then yeah, just different stuff.
Okay. Okay, bet.
The Rillabones AV, Terra Fire, Woodhammer, Stomping Tantrum, U-Turn Protect. At this point, they didn't have Grassy Glide yet because it was just the older format. And then last one is
Defensive solo Dozo
Urshifu
still good.
Terra.
What's his Urshifu Terra?
Solo
Water?
Dozo is like alright. So the last one is Terra, Water, Scarf, Urshifu, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, U-Turn.
Didn't have glide
Knock
yet?
the- Everything.
What the hell? Yo, I forgot about a lot
Yeah.
of this stuff. Did we really play
Yeah,
without?
so
Yo, that actually, I think I remember this shit didn't have glide. I
It did
think
have
I had a
glide,
World
yeah.
Cup team with drum beating on my Rilla Bandit.
Yeah.
Because yo, they really gate kept the glide, bro. They really. Yo, that's actually nuts.
They only came up after.
All right, 1 second. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
so that's
I'm gonna
all
pause
the
it to go
mods.
fill my water bottle. I literally said I was pausing it, and everyone's like, "Stream dead? What do you think?"
Yeah.
Paused it for like 2 seconds, man. All right, let's watch this.
Under tailwind from the Tornadus as well. One other fascinating thing here is the Bramble Gas, of course, going up against
Yeah,
a
so
team
it's
like
between
Eric. Well,
two
hey,
very
there
strong
is
players,
the
as you know.
Heatwave, for example, from
Yeah,
Heatwave,
this
and
is
there
cool.
are a lot of Pokemon that Bramble Gas can actually
I actually haven't seen
Bro,
any Emilio
Emilio-
sets. I always say Emilio your ass, but I never actually watched him play before.
Emilio is like the VGC player's favorite player.
Oh yeah, he's
I
like that.
remember- Bro, I went to the bar with Emilio. He was crazy. The glazing was crazy. Everybody was on that man's nuts. I swear to God. He was literally like 50 people just jumped on Emilio immediately. It's crazy. His quality is
The
unmatched.
glazing was crazy.
It's gonna be rocking the trick room.
Dude,
That's
it's
a really
insane.
big target if you think Eric is gonna be leaning into that trick room mode. Just
Yeah, but
get it
he's
off the table.
giga-shized. His win rate
Yeah, I think
in
that's
tournaments
the
is
big question for
insane.
this.
I
right?
know he-
How
I know he
do
was always
players
cooking.
approach speed control?
He hasn't
Because
played in a minute, right?
Emilio's team aims to just outspeed your opponent, right? But Eric does
Yeah,
that trick room. Now,
he
Emilio
hasn't
has
played much
Taunt
ever
on
since the
Tornadus,
incident.
so
Actually, this
Eric
is the
beats
tournament
that
that had
Ever
the
since the
incident.
this is the one that had the incident? The top the incident
This
top.
is the one
No.
interaction between the
This
Tornadus
world.
here, but I think
That
it
most
makes Emilio
heartbreaking shit ever. This is my goat. When he was on my team in 2019 in SPL, nobody was safe. Nobody was safe when he was on my team in
We saw this
2019.
Yesterday as a common theme, you want to be able to lead the Tornadus just so you can get up.
Yeah,
the
so as you can
tailwind
see,
or
Tornadus
use
are
pressure
true, like,
to be able to
everybody
match
brought
tailwinds on
this
either
duo.
side. So
Nah,
I
him
think
and
that's
SM
great
doubles
call
was
there
a
to look at
fucking
how
problem.
Tornadus speed
I
can
remember.
interact with each other.
He could not be
Because
fucked
we
with in
did
Gen
see
7,
that
man. When he was
Eric
on my
Adams
team,
get the
he was
tailwind
sliming
on
everybody and
Absolutely.
anybody.
One of the things to pay attention
Him
to
and
is
Mega Metagross Lele, watch out for that shit.
One player tried to stagger their tailwind potentially by a turn. Golden Game here definitely putting on a lot of pressure with that immediate make it rain.
Yeah, it's
Won't be
Specs
able to knock
Gold
out that
and
Urshifu immediately, so Urshifu
Scarf
will
Ursh.
push
Let me turn these guys up a little bit.
So-
like that surging strikes, which is fairly powerful into both slots.
I already have it
By the
maxed.
way,
I
this
guess it's
is
just a little quiet.
choice Scarf Urshifu as well, so that's actually going to have a huge advantage
Ooh,
in
that's
this
weird.
Tailwind
I don't know
matchup,
why
where
it's
if
so
both
low.
players set up Tailwind, well then the Urshifu will just be the fastest attacker.
Well, Emilio's
Are they both
Tornadus
gonna
is gonna
Tailwind,
move
probably?
first with the Tailwind,
Yeah.
followed by Eric's.
So now what?
We're
Specs
gonna see
Mega
a
Rain's coming
match of
out?
that just so Tailwind is active on both sides.
So.
But it's the U-turn.
He just U-turns.
They always
Okay.
love seeing that move choice.
The
on a
Urshifu is
choice
like
card just because you
basically
know you're gonna
Eric's
be able to
wing
get
con
that
because
U-turn
it's
in
faster
fast.
than
And
Everybody,
if there's
yeah.
anything
And that
else
surge
that
is
would be
that
able
surge is
to
so fucking annoying, bro.
better for
Yeah.
Eric. And
Yeah.
yeah, the heat trend makes so much sense here.
Yeah, we got the heat trend.
Great play.
This
Horn still takes Brazium out from that Specs hit, though. But now Heat Trend's ready to go.
perfectly positioned right now.
But you already know who's coming in on that heat wave.
The most discussed Pokemon going into
Yup.
and it has now hit the field, really walling both Tornadus and
And then you can even Bleak Wind Storm, because even if Eric wanted to air slash the gold spot, predicting the thingy, we know Emilio's is faster, right?
Oh, there it is, and here we go.
He did go first, right?
So he's able to Bleak Wind here and just knock that shit out.
Oh, but Ton is smart, see, because he covers the Wisp just in case he goes for Wisp on the swap, I think.
Mmm.
Key ways to play around Golden Go, though, right? Like, make sure like the Make It Rain doesn't just.
Oh yeah, this is Worlds, by the way. So yeah, they are playing other
For all the
maps,
marbles.
but they are very far in.
Gets that attack boost immediately from Windrider, and if we see a Heat Wave come out,
I think it's the first Worlds.
Taunt is nasty. I thought he would air slash the gold slot, predicting the. Oh, he did.
You also have the
He did.
Oh, it's Sash though. Yo, he's shice for that air slash, cause dude has to switch into Bramble there. Nah, he's tough. He's tough. He's tough. He's tough. I like that air slash a lot. That was tough. That was tough. Cause I was like, damn, is he gonna click it since like it's free? That was tough.
Yeah, it was a good cover because even if he stays in, right, you get
Yeah.
gold.
You could
play.
go for a Terra Blast here, actually.
That would be very
But the Bramble is still a threat.
Like, the question is, do you want to actually go for the Ghost
The Heatran
Terra?
cannot kill the Bramble unless he Terra
Bramblegas is a
grasses
pretty
and Terra
Pokemon, so you don't have
blasts
to worry
it.
about the
So
Tornadus on
Yeah,
the
cause it just got taunted too.
And you
That
also
brother's-
have to consider
Yeah,
whether or not you want
that
to
brother's
conserve
cooked.
the Terra
Big
for anything
commitment.
else that's going to be in the back,
Yep.
just to be able to contend with
probably
this
don't want
Does
to
Bleak Wind
Heatran
kill
from
Eric's
side.
Torn?
The Heatran could be a problem if it ends up
It does, right?
neutralizing
That's
to
just pretty
Grass
strong.
type, and you're trying
Oh, he's gonna go for the
to-
Oko on Heatran?
Looks like he's committing to it.
So
Okay,
No
okay.
way.
Tran's gonna get fried by this. Unless it's like giga defensive. +2, and you get stab on top of the fact, and you get the Terra Ghost boost.
yeah, right.
Dude, this thing's attack is crazy. It's like 361. Well, if
Yeah,
it was
it's such
adamant
a
match.
funny as mod.
It is so
Dude.
easy.
When you-
Commit to
When you
this
bring out your
specific
Bramble and Terra is not real.
on the field. And it looks so happy to get the Terra hat here.
Okay, Bleak
With the
Wind
Bleak
Storm,
Wind
is it
Storm.
gonna
Oh hell
miss
no!
it?
Wait.
Oh fuck, he dodged
Oh,
it.
that's so stupid.
Oh, that sucks.
Faster.
But is
That's
this going to
so
be enough
ass.
now? Because
This
is
train is gone, bro.
Terra Blast is going to go into the Heatran, but is it going to be able to secure the knockout on this turn?
That's what I'm saying. That thing is gone, bro.
Skunk out there.
Okay. That was a critical Bleak Wind Storm miss, but the Tornadus here actually slower.
My boy
than the
Dom in the
Bramblegas.
chat.
Bramblegas
I'm happy
actually
for you, bro.
gets a
Congratulations.
huge knockout onto a Heatran. And I think that's actually a great trade for Emilio because
Yo, congrats
Heatran
on the
is
job,
such
bro.
a big problem.
Wait, but now that Dazzling Gleam Demon is in the back, right? Yup.
Emilio is in a much better position. So
And
Yeah,
oh,
but
and
Ursh
Gold's
is
even in the
faster,
back.
potentially, but what a Terra there.
But Ursh is fast, right? Because of the
That's
scarf.
something that is always impressive.
Isn't that booster
about
speed
Emilio.
on-
These
on,
strategies you
Yeah,
just
on
have
Flutter?
to use
Booster
with
special
Pokemon
attack.
that you
Ooh,
really use to
okay.
your advantage.
Game done
And
changed.
he's also figured out how to be so
Oh, Ursh was a
conservative
huge threat,
with
too.
the Terra
For sure, it's a
Demon.
big
It
ass
had the
threat.
Perfect moment. But here is the Flutter Mane to take its place, and for Eric, we are
Okay,
going to
let's
see a
go
Flutter Mane
Flutter
from him as
instead.
well.
All right, here we go. So we've got the booster energy coming out first. Let's see what that's going to be. It's going to be a special attack. All right. And on the opposing side, Eric's Flutter Mane here is
Rocky
the
Helmet.
Rocky Helmet, as we talked about earlier.
Well,
So
this isn't
very
great,
lucky. That previous
right?
one, by the way, huge interaction. Tornadus
For-
actually ended up being slower
for
than
Eric?
Gas, and you can see it took that Make It Rain.
'Cause he's just gonna get Bleak Winded
Yes.
again.
If I had to guess, this Tornadus
Shout out my boy Champion
But
Chrome
he
in the
does have
chat.
a-
You arrived right on time, bro.
He does. He still has the Terra at least, Eric Rios, and Milo doesn't.
Right.
I think maybe you just protect your Flutter and get
You
the
could
Ursh
also see
win
the
next
bolt
turn.
in just how it was
And
able
just
to
surging
take that
everybody.
Make It Rain early
Mm.
on. So
Yeah,
it's
especially 'cause your
still
scarf,
on
see-
the field
but
right now,
won't-
is it gonna be valuable
But if he
in
clicks
this
protect,
Oh, but
Emilio's just gonna tailwind again.
Have the air slash, that's gonna be a great way to
Yeah,
deal
I'm
with
not sure on the
damage.
tailwind
That is
turns
a
yet.
protect from Eric's
Right
Flutter
now.
Mane to kick off this turn as the Flutter Mane on
Nice
Emilio's
protect.
Oh, he just
wants
read
to
his
target
ass.
Yeah,
down.
that was a great protect.
Want to get into a range that you're gonna be able
Yeah.
to get a knockout on.
Why didn't he gleam?
Goes for a Bleak Wind Storm,
Does it connect
but
this
can it
time?
connect with the tornado?
Because I guess it lives.
The fuck, Torn ate the shit out of that. Torn ate the shit out of that,
That's
bro.
wild to see that happen, and now it's
Oh, but that Torn ate the shit out of it too, and it's going right back up.
Oh, that's so huge because
Oh,
two players
shit.
Exactly, yeah. Both players are able to set up.
I guess he lived, so
I think he-
not gleaming didn't lose him too much.
And the other person's Tornadus goes down, then you just have full speed control.
Since at the end of the day, he just needed his Torn not to die.
The bulk on Tornadus are on both ends.
Yeah,
Split
I
the
mean,
sliver of HP.
I
We
don't
saw the
know if you
Moonblast, by
need
the way,
to.
come out from Eric's end instead of,
Oh.
or sorry, Emilio's end.
Why does he keep
Instead of
moonblasting?
shutting off on the idea there
He's trying to catch Terra on the
now
thing
Flutter Mane on the
and wants
other
like the
side.
ultimate
He'll
damage.
Yeah, he's-
immediately.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
because
Terra
there's
water,
no
so
way
it
he's just
would
gonna
be
let him
more
shadow
of a
ball the
defensive
flutter. I
turret
think.
Right?
leaning
Maybe
into
Moonblast
potentially
plus
the bulk
Bleak
investment.
can kill the thingy.
With the Rocky
Maybe that's why he did
helmet,
it.
choice, but I just
Yeah, because Dazzling Gleam is gonna, what's it
have to
called?
go for something like the
It's gonna do way
Tailwind
less
attack,
since it's spread
otherwise
anyways.
You're not entirely sure you're gonna be able to get the upper hand here. So
Oh wait, doesn't Terra the flutter?
Also, if Eric Rios is a helmet on the Flutter Mane, I don't even think his is gonna kill the opposing one with Shadow Ball. Because Flutter Mane spit F is ridiculous.
Emilio's Flutter Mane going
Dude, that did so much to Flutter Mane for that shit being bulkier.
Yeah, but it boosts your special attack flow as a fucking demon.
Oh, he got rid of this.
And a free switch for both.
Yeah, this is such an interesting
That makes sense
dynamic,
because
right? Right now, Emilio
I think you
has
just
the
go
master flutter mane
surging,
because he generally has
surging the
speed
flutter,
advantage.
then
You've got
surging to
Golden
gold.
now, but
Wait, it does have
does
Thunderbolt
that
gold.
Terra. Yeah, exactly. And you've got Scarf Urshifu coming out in the back. So that's the idea of setting up the Tailwind rather than going for
I think
like,
you just
super
surging
early,
the
figuring out
flutter,
last
Shadow
one,
Ball
just
the
go for surging
gold.
strikes up
I don't
first
think
onto
Emilio can
the
win.
Flutter Mane slot. So the question is there any chance Flutter Mane is trained in a way to actually survive the surging strikes? Because if so, that would be huge. The other question is, what Terra does Eric go for? He still has that up his sleeve. You've got the Water Terra on Urshifu, so that helps a little bit defensively around Flutter Manes, but you also have the Water Terra on the Flutter Mane, which can be valuable in surviving a potential Shadow Ball.
That's
Come
interesting.
down to the wire already. Like, what an intense game number 1 to be able to kick off our day, but it's time to see what Pokemon is going to be terrestrialized. It is the
Ooh.
Urshifu. Makes a lot of sense to try to be able to boost up those
Yeah,
water
Yeah, because at this point you gotta be able, you want to get the most damage possible, especially because that gold is not defensive Terra, right?
So
And
does
that
it
could pay
target
off in
Flutter?
spades.
Let's see.
This shit is gone.
I would
It is
imagine
gonna
it's a
be into the
Flutter.
Flutter,
Okay,
but
no,
that's
that's
2 hits is
not gonna
crazy.
survive.
Shout out Stunner
That is not a bulky
for copping the
Flutter Mane
crew.
on Emilio's side,
And shout out
and
Maxwell
will not be able to get a
for
chance
subscribing.
to attack.
And I think with
Thank
that,
you,
it's really
team.
difficult for Golden Goat to win the game, right? The way that Eric
Damn.
that second Tailwind up was so critical. I wonder how differently this game would have looked if the Tornadus had actually gone down, right? But now this Flutter Mane just gets the Shadow Ball off. Doesn't KO the Golden Goat, but Golden Goat can't win 2v1 here. It is just not able to do enough damage.
I remember I was watching this set live, and I was like, "There's no way Emilio just lost game 1." I thought he was like a, prime ABR. I was like, "Oh wait, Emilio lost the game 1 and he lost clean too."
Facts, we
What
click
the fuck?
forfeit. We don't give no data. No, that air slash on the switch was super nice. Knowing that like he basically has to switch in the face of Heatran. That was cool.
A dominant force, and to see it preserved just for the final few
Kinda got his
turns has
ass
been
slapped.
super expertly done. Especially when you have to think about
That Bramble's still a threat though. That shit not a bad pick. Urshifu is a fucking god of Pokemon, bro. That's where Emilio fucked up. Always bring Urshifu, even if they have annoying shit.
I think it's really interesting because if you actually look at how both players are using Tornadus,
Dude.
yeah, they both have Tailwind, but
Our
the
Tornadus,
stats are
like,
clearly quite
it was
different based
such
on the
an
interaction.
annoying
Also,
duo that I
Eric
think
is
they
not
made
ready
Raging
to
Bolt
use
just to
Storm.
beat
With
that. Like,
it gives so much more power into the Bramble Gas.
because
because
before
part of the
Raging
upside of
Bolt was a
Bramble Gas
Mon,
is it's a
everybody
lot of
just
common
spammed
playsets you can
Tornadus
actually wall
Urshifu
in, but with
and
Air
won every
Slash
tournament.
here, you just
Like, actually.
go down to 1 HP
Yeah.
immediately, right? So I think what's really tricky in this matchup is how do you actually deal with Heatran on the opposing side, right? I think Heatran just is able to wall. It's able, like the way that it was.
Then
positioned
Urshifu,
into
like,
the,
Raging Bolt came
Golden
up,
Goat
and then
Tornado
Urshifu
slot
was
early
still
was really
broken,
valuable.
but
So when I
not
look
with
at
Tornado.
Emilio's team, for example, Shiyu can like Dark Pulse it. This Heatran actually does not have Earth Power, so I think that's valuable. And of course, you have Water Urshifu on your side of the field. That's going to be really valuable into Heatran. I think one of the main things to think about in this matchup is I think Emilio needs to basically just get better speed control. Trading Tailwinds doesn't work out super well when your opponent has the faster Urshifu with that Choice Scarf in the back.
I wonder though if Emilio maybe is expecting like a trick room option here for Eric,
Yeah.
because it did seem like with the Pokemon that Eric brought to that game number 1,
That was a
he
quick
had
one,
that
though.
available if
That
he
was a
felt
quick
like
game,
he
I'm not
could
gonna
go
lie.
for that based on what Emilio brought.
He got
Absolutely. I think
disposed
that's
of quickly.
What makes Eric's team so dangerous. If you look at Emilio's composition, it is just reliant on fast Pokemon. But with Eric's team, the Flutter
Patrick
Mane can
Connors
operate
versus
both
Ben
inside and outside
Grismer
of the circle. Flutter Mane
2025
just really
Louisville
good
Regional
attachment. That
Championship.
Rocky
Bet
having
I'll tap
Water
in. I'll
Terror
tap
is
in.
so interesting. Could be super
Let me add that to the
relevant
list.
against the Urshifu should Emilio bring that as an adjustment into this game. And so, like you said, Rose, how do you cover for both Tailwind and Trick Room, right? Because often, if you cover for one, you aren't able to deal with
What do
the
you
other.
think
And
Emilio's gonna
doing
do
that
now?
in a best of 3 is so stressful. And so I really, really love Eric's team building here. And I'm curious.
Bro, maybe
if
he
he's
should just
gonna
keep
go
Gold in the
mode
back.
or just commit to the Tailwind mode again, saying, you know what, I've got Scarf Urshifu.
And I feel like he should bring
Just keep
Urshifu for that bitch ass Heatran, so he doesn't have to Terra and get +2 attack and like have all that shit. I don't know.
If you are expecting
I'm
Yeah,
not-
Urshifu's good for the.
bad
Or
for
his
Golden
own
Go again,
Scarf first,
because
because
then
Yeah, it's good for
otherwise
everything
it's gonna
except
kill everybody.
it's good for everything except like the possible Rilla.
It's gonna be just the Urshifu and the Tornadus once again.
Alright, same shit.
Tornadus
Yeah.
and Golden Go.
So I think
Bro,
this
should
is
you just
Just
Thunderbolt
okay, we're looking
Just
at the
Torn
taunt
Urshifu.
this time around.
and
So
kill the Torn?
taunt was one thing that I thought could be really interesting because, like, let's say you taunt into the
killing the
Tornadus,
Torn
deny
is
the
smart, yeah,
Tailwind
because then you
there.
just
This is an option that
don't
we've
have to
seen
deal with it
Emilio
anymore. There's no
have
way
throughout
the
the
Urshifu
course
is gonna
of him
stay
playing at
in,
this
so
World
he's probably gonna
Championship.
U-turn
He hasn't really
again,
gone for it
because
very much.
that
He
thing
wants to
just
just
went
Wait,
to
wait,
the
wait,
game.
wait, wait, what just got
Setting
clicked
up
there? What
him.
just got clicked there? Scary face? What the fuck just got clicked?
Tornadus denied the Tailwind there. This is an option that we've seen Emilio have throughout the course of him playing at this World Championship. He hasn't really gone for it very much. Looks like he wants
I just Tailwind
continue
standard.
prioritizing setting up Tailwind. We're seeing
Yeah, just gonna get rid of the
Choice
Torn.
Spec Thunderbolt
Okay.
lock in potentially this time, and the idea is, hey, if you
Wonder,
are
please
able
tell
to
me you're
eliminate
watching the
Tornadus
GOAT Articuno
immediately
play in a
before
match.
Tornadus survives, then you can go
We might
for a
tap in.
potential second Tailwind
We
later
could
on in the
potentially
battle.
tap in on that.
Here we go, recycling between the taunt and the Tailwind. I think the main thing that Emilio needs to do in this game is make sure that you get the better end of the speed control instead of just trading Tailwinds.
He's gonna go for it. He did end up seeing his Tornadus move
Oh,
first, but
it's a Terra,
a Terra?
though.
Wait, Terra's
Oh,
immediate.
what was that?
Tornadus to Dark type?
Okay.
Shouts to whoever copped the crew
I
neck
was
in
gonna
black.
say, that would have been one of the biggest brain plays.
Oh, he said fuck it.
Urshifu
he
makes a lot of
just
sense, too.
Yeah, he wants
Just
the
go
Giga
ahead
damage,
and
huh?
hit
Doesn't-
hard, hit fast.
Yeah, he
We
doesn't
saw
think he's
the
gonna target the
terrestrialization on
Urshifu
Eric's
one.
side go into that Pokemon in game number 1, but the
Well, now he gets to
taunt
kill
into
Torn
Eric's
if he wants, yeah?
Tornadus, it does mean that it's
Yeah,
not
now
gonna
there's
be
no
able to use
Tailwind
the
for
Tailwind.
Rios, which is
And
really
we
bad.
might be able to get it set up once again.
Yeah, but not for.
especially when the
Oh,
Surge
he went into
goes
gold. Gold's gonna live.
Golden Go's gonna take that very nicely, and
Yeah.
Emilio's Tornadus is still around.
Wait,
Now
that's
he gets
not
the
good.
Tailwind.
50 damage each
Yeah.
hit. This is, of course, once again, the choice
Now you get
of
your
Urshifu.
Tailwind as Emilio,
Not able to
and
actually knock
Rios
out that
never
Golden
gets the
Go. Golden
Tailwind,
Go does go
which
for
is
that
huge.
Thunderbolt onto the Tornadus, and the
What the
Tornadus
fuck? It lived
falls.
specs?
No way.
That's not a focus
the
actually.
fuck?
It's
What
just
the
survived
fuck?
that
Dude.
Choice Specs Thunderbolt.
That is absolutely wild.
What the fuck?
That
What?
is
I
the
guess-
Yo, I knew
guess
something
it's
was
Max-
whack when that Make It Rain did like 70 or whatever, but yo, what the fuck? Yo, is he max like calm? What the actual fuck? It's Specs T-Bolt, bro. Yo, what? Bro, I'm beyond shocked right now. Yo, he's literally full spec D, right? Like,
A little bit awkward because
I think so. That's
yeah, bro, it's fucking
crazy.
specs. Oh, that's a shit ton of damage, though. That's nice.
What? How does that do so much to the heater, but so little to the Torn?
Oh.
Honestly, putting in a lot of work.
What the
Shadow Ball may have
fuck?
ended up being a little bit better in this
Man,
season
bro,
with
I'm
Tornadus
fucking
and
floored
surviving, but
by
I
that
also think
fucking
Tornadus
damage.
go down there
How the
pretty
fuck?
much.
I've never seen Tornadus live some spec shit like that.
But that set is running because that's wild. And
Yeah.
this time around, Bramble
You just attack the Heatran? Oh no, kill the Torn so that it can't air slash your shit.
They also can't Tailwind after taunt.
Right.
Go for it. Make sure that you have that speed control for later. Bramblegas hitting the field.
This is really
hoping
smart
it's gonna be
because
able
he
to pay off
taunted
in
the
another
Trend
big
last
way.
time, so now
But
he's
it's
not gonna
be a
whiz
switch for the
probably.
Tornadus as well, so
So
not
the
going to be
Bramblegas
air
was like
slash
a
Heat Wave
safe
completely,
first.
like, Bramblegast's ability completely stops Heat Wave, right?
Onto the field.
Yeah.
Heatran just
Oh yeah, he
gets a
protected
booster spec.
anyway.
wants
He didn't want
to
that
play it
T-Bolt
safe, but
smoke.
that does leave this Fluttermane vulnerable to this Thunderbolt coming
Oh,
in.
no.
The Bramble
And
doesn't.
that's still gonna be
Bramble
a
doesn't
good
take
chunk of
damage and gets the
on both
boost.
Didn't lose its
Yeah,
sash.
really.
Yeah.
Across the board. I don't think I've ever seen Choice Specs Golden Go use so many Thunderbolts into every Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is attacking everybody with Thunderbolt. Everybody's getting hit with Thunderbolt.
Okay, look
Whoa.
at this. We are seeing the potential Ghost.
Alright, going for the Heatran double up.
Onto Bramblegas. We know that the Heatran slot just protected. So
Emilio
it's
has,
in position right now.
Who in the back?
And
Did we see?
the
Does he have
idea
Bramble in the back? I mean, not Bramble. Urshifu in the
He
back?
has Ursh. He has
Yeah, I was
Ursh.
gonna say. That's the only reason to.
Something out, I'm gonna accelerate this battle now.
Okay.
Oh, the Ursh is gonna kill everybody.
He's gonna kill everybody.
Thunderbolt could be really huge because we
Yeah.
already saw that Heatran took about half.
But that's why I was like, damn, like, it is annoying that Brambles has to Terra to do anything with its ghost move. That shit can't use Poltergeist.
The fact that this Bramblegas does have a +1 attack boost right now, I don't think there's much that Eric could switch into this situation that's going to be able to take it super well, but maybe
I sacked the
you do
Torn.
end up
That was smart
something
that he
like
kept the
Torn
Torn for that reason, so he has the sack.
Just sacrifice it.
Yep, absolutely. I think one of the
He
other
needs
interesting
everything
things
he
about
can.
this position is, yeah, do you feel forced to go for the Terra here, right? Because
But I think it's too late.
The Terra
Yeah, I feel like he's down a lot.
actually cannot be used yet. It's already the Terra on, of course, on the Urshifu's end, but
Also, this shit can also
Terra's
sneak
ghost here.
Urshifu
Now
for a little bit
you
extra
get
chip.
more increased damage, obviously, and get that Terra Blast up, but
yeah.
doesn't get
You can't kill both either, so
just going for the Terra Blast,
no matter who Eric kills, that Tailwind's going right back up, right?
Going into the Tornado slot.
It's still going to be valuable damage.
Yeah,
for
he
the
just
Golden
gets the
Go onto
Tailwind
that
and
Fluttermane.
like he wins with everybody.
He's going to be able
Shadow Sneak didn't kill her? Hell no.
He's getting knocked out.
Yeah, it's slower.
Hey, Heatran was at 60. Alright, down to Sash.
So now it's down to 1 HP, yeah.
Yo, Eric having helmet is pretty nasty. So he can live sneak. I mean, not live. Revenge go back.
Very low HP.
These Thunderbolts are doing so much, but just not enough to actually get those knockouts. So Heatran now comes back out on
Mr. Heatran.
If we saw the roots reverse, like Terra Blast into Flutterman and then just Thunderbolt into Heatran, that obviously would have been huge, but I think
is Tailwind still up?
Well, I just want to cover for Heatran. If you stay with Heatran, I punish you really heavily, but I think Eric makes a nice
I think so.
I think so, right?
Heatran right now fairly well positioned. And
Yeah.
once again, one of the other things to think about is that
double
there
protect?
is the
I think the
Rocky helmet.
Urshifu should just win because Rio's already burned his Terra anyway, so the Heatran can't even Terra Grass.
Attacking with the Fluttermane, go for something like a Dazzling Gleam, but Flutter goes for a Protect, does not want to.
Yeah, it's gonna double protect, right?
We know where Brambleghast is targeting here.
Yeah, okay. Gotta get rid of the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
turn. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
the fact
no,
that
it's
you have
not.
protect on both
Tailwind.
sides is very
This
cost
gold is
strategy
going
to be able to deal with
stupid
tailwind
this game.
damage. And they're about to
It's
expire
just like
very
Thunderbolt.
soon.
It killed everyone.
All this should do is Thunderbolt.
So just Thunderbolt just leading into these offensive options, and Emilio is putting on a ton of offensive pressure with both of these Pokemon.
Yeah, I think the idea here is for Emilio now, though, you can just set up Tailwind again. The way
I don't know why he has a split death torn. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yep.
To live golden go T-Bolt.
Thunderbolt double up here covers for switching into Earth, right? And he
Facts.
both the good Pokemon. Emilio this time around has a lot more tools in this end game. One other thing to notice that
Alright, so he's
Eric does
popping
not
this,
have on the Urshifu boost. You can't just go for that Choice Scarf Aqua Jet to knock out Tornadus before.
Yeah, Shadow Sneak is a nice trade for Eric.
Really critical. So it's looking really good right now for Emilio.
But it doesn't really matter because Emilio knows that if this shit dies, he Tailwinds back up and then it's Jove.
Did not have enough
That's
HP to be able
super
to survive
GG's.
that, but the Rocky helmet is going
Damn,
to
this shit literally
also
clicked T-Bolt
knock
5 different
out
times.
Brambleghast
What the fuck
in
is
return.
going on?
So
This shit went
I think
crazy
you're
in
okay
this-
with
in the
that.
cut.
Like, you get a chance to actually just get something in once again. Like the Tornadus could come into that slot
Exactly.
immediately, and you can set up the Tailwind. But
Okay.
you cover. You just have to cover for it.
Yeah, so you might be wondering why go for Will-O-Wisp in that position, and the idea is I think Eric realizes I have probably already lost this game unless Emilio...
Nah, Cybertron is
Yeah,
tough.
he's
He
just
always says it
trying
how it
to-
is.
Heat wave there, get the double
how it's going.
Tornadus in the back here, right? So
I hate when the
Yeah,
game
he's
is
dumb.
like
I love
very
that one
lopsided in one person's favor in any game, and the commentators are like,
I think in this
"Oh,
game-
but he can hold on." No, bruh. No, bruh. He cannot hold
still
on,
has a
bruh.
chance.
He still has a chance. No, bruh. Be for real right now.
Bro, they always do
No matter what game it is, I hate that shit so much. I'm like, no,
They
bruh.
gotta keep.
Stop gassing it up.
Try to keep going.
About this game number 3.
I think the main thing that I'm thinking about is Emilio really lost the trade-off.
I mean, it's tough for the cast when the game is like over. You
sorry.
go,
No, I know. I'm not even talking specifically about Pokemon. I just mean anything. It's like, come on, man.
That taunt on Tornadus
Is that a Golden Gold or a Raichu? Please clarify. That's what I'm
One thing you
saying.
can think about if you're on Eric's end is we just see Surgeon Strike's tail Golden Go. Of course, we know that Urshifu is going to knock out
Mystic Water is Emilio's, right?
And we should see Emilio
Yeah.
secure the game from that spot. But, you know, the main point to think about is...
He runs a
is there any
demon.
way
This is the
to
demon
trade
Urshifu.
for
They
Tornadus
run Mystic Water with like max
So,
HP,
kind of
and then
force
it
the
just
taunt
doesn't
out,
die.
but
It
then
just kills
Tailwind will go
everybody.
up.
Nasty ass set.
Now with
I guess he can get away with that shit too, right? Because he has Tailwind
Tornadus
support.
outspeed everything. So
Exactly,
we see
exactly.
trades here, but yeah, Tornadus gets to come in for free.
He's
and
clipped now though, right?
we
You
won
just
at this point.
CC twice.
There were
Even though
some
Eric's,
yeah, you just win with the
Urshifu was
Ursh.
a
There's
faster
some nasty
choice
Urshifus this
guard.
time. Like the people ran like
The surging
76
still have the
attack
ability
adamant and then
for
just did like
Tornadus to go
244
for
HP, 50
Dude.
split death. Like,
Dude,
he
the
was
shit's
so
the shit's
fucked up.
Fizz Def is really good. It's based on 100 if I
Yeah,
recall
it's
correctly.
really
The shit is like, cause I've always fucking seen my Garchomp's EQ do like 50, and I'm like, man, what is this bullshit? I hate Urshifu, man.
For Eric is if, like,
Some
your
fucking
Urshifu was super
genetically
for some reason, and close
engineered
combat was not
Ursh.
even a 2-hit knockout. And then so it's like 2 close combats go onto your side, you eat up the drops, and then, you know, go for surging strikes. I don't even know if that gets the knockout. But
Oh, they're saying that
Oh, shit,
Emilios
let's go.
doesn't have any HP.
My bad, my
get
bad.
that late game tail, which is gonna let you out.
Yeah, but
Two
Mystic
close
runs a
combats
lot
takes it off.
generally.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he
It's one of the
doesn't
best
have it.
Pokemon in the format. Its ability to just break through all of these protects makes it so
Yeah.
powerful.
How is Eric supposed to now defend against this piece of shit Urshifu with Mystic? Shit is annoying as
Yeah, I
fuck.
remember game 3 very, very well, so I'm not even gonna say it.
Alright, let's see.
To bring Urshifu for
He's not
Game
wrong
three
though.
is
Bulky
fire.
Mystic Ursh is amazing. I can imagine. I love all those 1.2x boosters. Them shit's always putting a lot of work.
Amelia, of course, recognizing, hey, your Tornadus is slower than my Brambleghast here, so I will be able to get the taunt off onto you.
This game
You don't
is
have something like a
shite.
mentor. You don't have Protect either.
I'm not
so
even gonna say
if I
anything.
taunt onto
That's
it's
you.
already really, really good for me. One thing that is critical is knowing that Tornadus actually can survive that Thunderbolt, which I was definitely caught off guard by. Another thing to note here
Time
is
for
that
the
Tornadus does have
demonic
Icy Wind,
game
so
3.
you could go for a game
As
where
always,
something like Tornadus
the
is
hardest
really
shit of all
finish it off
time.
on turn 1, expect a taunt, say, you know what, I'm going to go straight for Icy Wind plus Water Terra Surging Strikes instead. Try to knock out your Tornadus, and then with that, I have conserved my Tornadus for the late game. I think that's one approach you can take. I think another approach is the Trick Room combo that we talked about earlier, but the question is how easy is it to really execute that? I think you can also look towards potentially leading Heatran immediately, but I think what makes Heatran awkward here is the Brambleghast. If you keep clicking Heat Wave, Brambleghast can just switch in and get that attack boost, and that can be a little bit scary. So those are a couple ways that I think Eric can potentially think about adjusting going into game 3.
What's
What
really
are we doing
tough
here?
about setting up the Trick Room on Eric's side of the Flutter main is just at such a
Taking a while.
disadvantage when you take a look at Emilio's options to be able to deal with it right away.
Yeah.
And
When I put a
there is
soft sand on my
something
showdown team,
that
Blender says it's
can't
ass.
necessarily
When
get that up and
VGC
running
players use
quickly
type item,
enough
it's shies.
because of
Chill,
how
chill, chill,
old
chill,
and
chill.
slow most of the Pokemon are.
Cap, cap,
So
cap.
regardless, you can get a ton of damage down onto either
Soft sand, mystic
side
water, charcoal, all them shits is
without
cheap.
really
Magnet,
more
all them shits is
less
cheap.
damage in return.
What's the grass
So,
one?
Trick Room, I
Miracle
think it's
Seed?
risky. I think it could pull off.
Black glasses, all that shit is cheap. All plates, all 1.2x's that obfuscate calcs is cheap as fuck. I hate all them 1.2x items. Never melt ice Weavile.
They're cool.
Gen 8, piece of shit. Oh my goodness.
One is very fatter for the Fairy
Oh, they be running that shit in fucking OU, Terra Blast, D-Knight, Terra Fairy, fucking Fairy Meadow, what's it called? Fairy Plate? Shit is bullshit.
I would expect the Tornadus once again. It is going to be Tornadus, but it's actually be Tornadus Flutter this time
Would you
around.
rather have started
Okay.
VGC than Smogon?
Another
No.
adjustment here as
Fucking
the
love
first
singles. What are you talking about?
What?
What? See, you acting like I just forgot. Like I didn't know what this shit was. I knew what this shit was since I started playing Mons. I literally like playing singles. That's why I play it. There's no fucking regrets or rather or any of that shit.
About this is,
Alright, tap in.
Taunt,
Alright, let's see.
but what?
Exactly. Like, this is actually really stressful to play because it's like, if you call the wrong thing, right, taunt into Tornadus, there is the potential Trick Room option from Flutter Main. This is Water Terra Rocky Helmet Trick Room Flutter Main. So if you go for that Water Terra and that Trick Room and taunt does not go into that slot, and there's like an Ursa Luna
Ooh, it's
waiting in
getting-
the back,
it's getting
this
shiced.
game can go really, really downhill very
Yeah.
quickly.
So
So
it's like
a really
helmet,
interesting
fat
lead,
ass
right? Because I'm
Flutter.
not sure, like, Tornadus
So
can
it's a really hard
really-
position for
like,
Emilio.
we know it's slower right now than the opposing Tornadus. So, like, what means of speed control do you commit to? And actually, it's going to be Golden Go coming out, which is generally a safe switch in unless we saw a surprise Shadow Ball from Flutter here. But there's the taunt to start.
Okay, well, Tornadus is gonna fall for the taunt.
Alright, taunt
but,
immediately.
Oh,
Sunny day for the
boot.
Yo!
Oh my goodness, the Shadow Ball!
Oh, but he
Yo!
Shadow Ball to the Golden Go.
How the fuck did he know? Yo, how the fuck did he know that shit was gonna happen?
And there's
Red
like
is
Ursa Luna
so-
waiting in the back.
Holy!
Really, really downhill very quickly. So it's a really interesting lead, right? Because I'm not sure like Tornadus can really, like, we know it's slower right now than the opposing Tornadus. So like, what means of speed control do you commit to? And actually, it's going to be Golden Go coming out, which is generally a safe switch in unless we saw a surprise Shadow Ball from Flutter here. But there's the taunt to start.
Okay, well, Tornadus is gonna fall for the taunt, but
Oh!
Sunny
Oh shit, my shit froze for a second.
Day.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, the Shadow Ball! It was
That was
the Shadow Ball!
that was
The Shadow
crazy.
Ball to the Golden Go to call it, but Golden
I
Go
guess
is
cause
getting
they
so much
man.
damage despite the fact that it's going to be able to survive. That is a major amount of damage that Golden Go.
But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Actually, it's pretty bad though, because Golden Go's gonna die to Air Slash and can't kill Torn. So even if you make it rain spreads and kills the fucking Flutter after the Tailwind, he's still gonna lose his gold, right?
Yeah,
But it's not
he
it's not
has
the,
to Tailwind to
he literally has to Tailwind and make it rain,
be
right?
faster than Flutter. Yeah, to be faster than Flutter.
Make it rain unless you go for Steel Terra. We also know that Flutter Main here has the
Can you just go Heatran for free?
Heatran in the back, you consider protecting the Flutter Main, for example.
Yeah, protect Flutter Main and go Heatran, right? Can you do that and be fine?
Shadow Ball from Eric on turn 1 here.
For sure, Heatran's in the back, right? Yup.
Heatran coming out.
It looks like it's gonna be Ursa Luna.
Oh.
So a huge adjustment here from
Oh.
Eric because
Is
we
it gonna
haven't
be-
seen that at all yet.
Is it gonna be?
Terra Trick Room? Is
Yo.
that a possibility
No
right
way.
now? There's the Terra.
It is the water type for this Flutter Main, and so no longer will
Have I
it
seen
end
Michelle
up
their besties
being
top 16 set? Which one is
super
that? Is that the one versus
effective
Federico?
if it
Because that's the
is
one I
to
saw.
make it rain. But to
That's
damage
another
here,
one.
Oh yeah, because he lost that one. This is the tournament that Michelle got second, right?
wrong. If
Or
it is
what?
going to end up
Yeah.
being the Trick Room.
I gotta watch some of his. I gotta watch some of his shit.
Coming out for the Make It Rain.
That was a nice Terra on the flutter.
Oh,
Oh
Oh
shit!
my god.
Oh shit!
This turn is so good.
Yo! It went stupid.
And my Emilio just put Tailwind, but he got Trick Room now. So now
Holy!
You can see the switch
Everybody's
that
fast.
Emilio is hovering over because
The noob gun has been acquired. Good God.
out of hand very
Acquired.
One thing to note about the Ursaluna set right now, it is bulk up, headlong rush, facade, protect. So with that Bramble Gas switch in
Now
right
the
now,
Ursaluna
that's
is
being
ready.
considered, you are completely immune to facade. The burn damage is also slowly ticking down on the Ursaluna right now. So Bramble Gas.
Do you double attack gold slot? Or is that risky? Because if you headlong and then also attack gold, then you make sure that slot dies, right? Or
You
what?
have to do just
Yeah.
anything
I
at
think
this point because you
you're
set
right.
up Tailwind,
doesn't
it's
go
a
for
it.
headlong
Yeah.
rush.
Okay, but either way, now this
Lights out right now. I'd say he's really playing
yo,
the
yeah.
knockout onto gold.
Because now he has to take a big chip with
Bramble Gas is
with Bramble Gas.
completely broken. And
Stack down to
there's
Sash.
Foul.
Yep.
Dude, it's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. But Urshifu in the back. Urshifu in the back with Mystic Water
In the back.
can take out either of these mons with the combination of whatever. Fuck, he's gonna die to Facade. It's 0 bulk.
Yeah, I think what's just so tricky is
Oh,
setting up
dude,
that
it's-
tailwind.
Flutter
it's-
also just like
Tailwind
can't
goes up,
die.
Trick Room goes up on the opposing side.
Yo.
Such a difficult
Yeah.
position.
Yo, it's getting
The problem is
nasty.
that-
Tailwind didn't go up on his side.
The
It's
problem is that
just-
Emilio set up
Rock
Tailwind
City,
too,
for
so
example,
now
but
the
that
Flutter
can't
is
even be done
slower
right
than the
now.
Bramble Gas.
Yeah.
So he
You
goes
have the
first.
Aqua Jet though to at least try to get the knockout on
Oh,
Slowpoke.
no.
But
Good call, good call,
Eric
good
is
call.
just not giving Emilio any room here. As
Yo, I knew Rilla would come. I knew Rilla would come. Oh no, bro. This is one of them. You put your hands on your head like, ah, fuck. He got all my shit. He got all my shit.
I don't
As well, but
fucking know her.
this Rillaboom is just the perfect response.
Nah, that's gotta be so fucking satisfying when you pick the two dudes you haven't picked for the first 2 games and that shit ends up working out well.
Dude.
Let's go over to the Urshifu and it makes it Terra
This is the
Water,
set that
but
made
what
me
would
like
happen at the
interested in
end of the
VGC
day?
because
Rillaboom is on
Eric
the
Rios
field.
actually
It has
fucking
Woodhammer
destroyed
to be able
Emilio in
to
3.
pressure
Yeah.
Emilio is so good.
And it's also going to resist any sort of water type attack when the
Oh
like,
no,
dude,
and the
this is
Terra.
different.
Oh, no.
So Rillaboom covers for that switch.
It's like you basically already know at this point. You're like, I'm fucked. Like.
point is that you don't have protect on Emilio's end.
And remember, to get turn 1 too, he just Shadow Ball the Ursh with no fucks. Like, he literally got every turn right.
Yeah,
It's
like, you've
insane.
got Tornado
That
Side,
Rilla was a
it is
beast
gonna
pick.
lead to another
That shit
attack.
covers a lot of shit.
Has committed to Terra, but of
Bulky
course,
piece of
will
shit.
Spain to any potential grass type attack like the
Yeah.
Woodhammer from Rillaboom.
I was wondering if you do end up like actually.
Also,
going for
Eric's
something
scene
like
is
a
so
fairy
cool
based
because he
option,
just
but I
has
think
he
playing
has
it
2
safer
modes.
to
He has
try to
the
Fucking
solve
fastest Pokemon ever, but the shit can Trick Room.
maybe your best bet. So it is
Yeah,
going to be
with
able to
Ursaluna.
save
Right?
you
So you can
Such
flip
a-
the shit immediately against Tailwind. That's dope.
But
Yeah.
this Fluttermane still gets a chance to go for the
Such a-
move.
Bro, he's getting every turn on him.
A clean knockout onto the Tornadus.
I honestly think Eric Rios has played this third game flawlessly. He has called every turn correctly.
He's deadass
Not
called
given up
every turn.
anything. He made a huge adjustment after games 1 and 2. We had
Shadow
not
Ball is
seen
always a safe call into
Ursaluna.
Ursh because
We
it's a
had
2
not
KO at
seen
worst, and then
Ursaluna
Helmet takes the rest of the
before
trade.
Pokemon.
That's actually very
This is what
fair.
we're talking about with that lead matchup, right?
That's
Where it was
true.
like you commit to taunting which 2, and yeah, you deny the Tornadus on the turn 1.
Yeah, he has to
but
get
the
some
Super
double
goes
protect
up.
shit, but
If
this shit
that
is so
turn had been a
over.
taunt instead of a Tailwind, this
God
matchup would
damn.
go differently, but as soon as Trick Room goes up, such
He
a
brought 2
good
dudes to
position.
take on that T-bolting
Not
bullshit
gonna get
as well.
game here, as we
Yeah.
basically see a flawless game from Eric.
True.
God damn, that was a fucking
He
massacre of a
Woodhammer
game,
be able
bro.
to knock out this Urshifu.
Yeah,
And
it's
his
a triple
Bramble
game.
Gas does not have too much life left. And Eric with some fantastic adjustments in game 2 and even before wild adjustments in game number 3 is going to be able to secure a victory here as it gets knocked out.
Let it be known that
Shocking
after
moment.
this game,
Just managed to get a
Emilio went
knockout
on to
on
win
Fluttermane
like
on the way
every
out,
single
but-
round, and then
Until
he got
the incident?
incident.
Until the incident, the DC.
Yeah, so
When he had that shit?
Still going.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This was what, day 2? Swiss?
Air slash
I think so,
Tornadus?
yeah.
Air slash Tornadus, you've got
Damn.
Sunday as well. Like,
Yeah,
Tornadus
bro,
That was
is
dope. That was a
different.
dope game. Where was this at? This in... Oh, Japan?
This is- yeah, Worlds in Japan.
Where was Worlds last year?
That's a lot. Last year,
this water Terra
Hawaii,
Rocky
right?
Helmet
I think.
Fluttermane with Trick Room.
Is that this year, Anaheim?
I've seen Trick Room Fluttermane with a defensive Terra, but Rocky
Think so.
Helmet in addition.
Japan, then Hawaii, then Anaheim. Pretty dope.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Fluttermane, especially if you're able to kind of bulk it up a little bit, it makes a really nice target. Like, you have to deal with the Fluttermane, and exactly how are you going to hit it? So you got to kind of consider your options there, and the Rocky Helmet is so nice.
That was too good.
That also
That was too good, bro.
very
Yeah,
prevalent.
game 3 was so
I
sick.
really want to talk about the Trick
That shit
Room
was
right
super
now
hype.
because
That was insane.
I think you called out Rose. There's no redirection.
Cybertron is so
right?
proud of what he
Quick
saw.
some replays, but there's no redirection on this team, right? So setting up Tricker was not exactly
The-
that easy.
The,
Right now
the,
we're looking
there's
at
a
game
set,
one, and
this
that
thing
air
that I told
slash
you about
just
the
into
future
Rambo
stuff,
gas.
but I
I
don't
mean,
think
Eric
it's
was
a
lights
great
out
set
with
to
his
watch.
targeting, covering for
He goes
switches
so
throughout the course of
crazy.
this
It's
game.
like,
And
oh,
Emilio
you
made a
hit the
really, really
Fisher
cool
list.
play in that first game.
He
Of course,
goes so
did have a
fucking.
How does
pretty
sudden
good
death
season
work in
once the
this?
opposing Tornadus. This first game was also nuts where both Pokemon end up surviving.
Like when the
Uh,
DC situation happens.
But the main thing that I think about here is the bulk on the
I
opposing Tornadus,
think
right?
it's
Eric realized,
like
okay, my Tornadus is slower than yours, and you have
1v1 or some
I
shit.
can't
Hell no.
consistently outspeed you
First
with my
kill
Tornadus.
taken is
So
the
it
win?
makes this brilliant
Oh,
adjustment.
hell
Yeah,
no.
it's
In game 3,
it's so
and
fucking
it was
bad.
such a
Imagine if we
good
DC'd on Smog and they did that shit and they were like,
This team is
first
also
kill is the winner.
different from the tournament that he
I'm leading off with the strongest piece of shit. They're always gonna lead off with their Shifu because that's your greatest odds, right?
At the end of the day, you were really looking
Jeez.
at like the Reggie Drago. I think that was also like such a standout from that particular tournament. But
Yeah, that
Aaron
was
has been on
really
such a
annoying
tear
thing
as a
that happened.
competitor. I mean, after
The
being
roots.
able to win the 2022 European International Championships, he's just been
Eric Rios is a threat. That was after game 1,
I look at
game 2, and that game 3 download was nasty work.
championships. I think this
If I'm playing, you need the first kill at OU, I'm going right to Scarf Cartana.
main reason
Facts.
for that is because yeah, it is a team of 6 standard Pokemon, but one
Both these people were in Joey's draft league. They popped off. Forbes was in Joey's draft league? When?
Composition. So Cresselia, Ursaluna, Iron Hands, Heatran, Rillaboom,
Eric
Fluttermane,
Rios
for
played
example.
the draft
This
league? I
Ursaluna
didn't
is a
even know
flex
that.
pick where it also has bulk up.
Forbes
We
played in
didn't
this
see that
shit?
come out,
Since
but it has
when?
bulk up, and you can use it potentially under Tailwind with Tornado support or Trick Room from Fluttermane. You have Tornadus Fluttermane, which when I saw that as a lead, I was like, okay, like I'm not really sure you can do how much damage can you actually do with that. But the reality is that the Fluttermane, at the end of the day, even with this water,
No, I've been daily streaming for like 3 months now. What are you talking about?
Base specialist tax that, and so there's just so many cool.
Oh, it's
combos
so
on
he
this
meant
team, and Eric has so
Cybertron.
many cool techs on
In that
every
group,
single
okay.
Pokemon. So
Oh,
starting with
oh, oh,
Tornadus,
oh.
You've got Air Slash and the Icy Wind plus Sunny Day combo on Fluttermane.
Oh yeah, Cybertron just
They're both
beat Joe in the semifinals, I think.
The Grass Terra Will-O-Wisp that we saw.
Yeah,
Cybertron is super cool.
Ursaluna has the bulk up.
Cybertron is a
and then
beast for
Scarf Urshifu here as
for
well.
commentating and then also
This
still being able to
really,
play
really looks like a team that I
at his.
just-
You know, I've never actually seen that
If
set,
any
the fucking
Pokemon
infamous
I
shit,
ever
the
played
Will-O-Wisp
before,
missing or whatever.
The Will-O-Wisp?
Yeah, but everyone says that's like,
It's really funny.
what was that? Was that Worlds Finals or what was that shit?
Over a decade with
Yeah, that game
last
was
My
I actually have
The
no
game
idea
was
about the
flawless,
contest.
and
I
it
just watched the game and he
definitely
misses
left
like
us both
7 Will-O-Wisps.
speechless with
It's
just how
insane.
well he was able
Game
to
2 in the
execute the
semifinal at the
positions.
Vancouver
I
Regionals.
mean, also just seeing that he even covered for the taunt, like going for the Sunny Day, maybe even
Or which
being able
one?
to get the photosynthesis
Or no,
before
Worlds
Fluttermane,
2013?
number
What am I?
three.
What am I looking at?
Yeah,
Worlds
they
Finals?
have so many cool techs. It's
World's
such a
top 4.
balanced team.
It
How many did he
really is,
miss?
And I think it was hard for Emilio. I mean, Emilio made a beautiful.
Wisp is the worst move of all time, bro.
See how smart he was.
I
so
just
good.
disconnected.
I can't wait to see how far Eric will be able to go.
I think it's
coming in
back.
as a day 2
Yeah. I think I lag
player
spiked like crazy for a
the
second.
Back.
region, and we
Yeah, it's
do have
back.
him on stage for an interview. So let's go ahead and hear from him about that victory.
I think I lag spiked for a second.
Thanks so
Good,
much,
you're good.
Eric.
Yeah, I want to hear what he has to say.
Are being thrown around like flawless, perfect play, maybe the best game we've seen so far this tournament. In that game 3,
They gassing it up. He was so fire
I
though.
think it was not perfect, but
That was a
Quite good.
mega beatdown.
Damn, he's humble. He said not perfect, but quite good.
I think it was not perfect.
See, I would have said the opposite. If they said you played a great game, I would have been like, not great, perfect. That's the dumb shit I would have said.
Quite good.
You need
Because
humility.
When I play aggressive teams, I need the find the call. With
Alright,
Micro
Fate is
Tailwind,
crazy.
I know that I knew this his tournament was taunted, so it's sometimes tricky to maybe.
How did Eric Rios end up
against
doing
that.
in this
But I
tournament?
knew
We'll have to
if I
watch more of
could-
this guy.
if I
His
could,
his team is
Um,
fucking sick.
in my team,
He didn't end up doing that great, I think. He did like
I recognize
top
my
64, I'm not
error
sure.
understand.
before in game 2 and
Damn, that shit was
I tried to
nasty
do game
work,
3
though.
and worked
That
I-
team was
I
that,
actually
that
played,
game was so dope.
Saying how much they love your
I
team.
played
It
Rios
looks
too,
pretty
Euro.
standard, but it has some really cool things
Which-
about
where
it.
at?
What's your favorite thing about your team?
Favorite thing I
LAIC.
think is for main Rocky helmet. It's,
I won in
item that
2-1.
didn't
Oh,
see before
you're
the tournament.
cooking.
It's really
It was
cool.
hard to
Who has beaten you the worst in your memory? Who has washed you the worst? If you had to pick one game.
Joseph Ugarte.
Oh, Joe UX9 smacked you.
Yeah.
When was this? When was this?
He brought
chances to
like Goldango
Let's go back to
with
the
a
first
Reggie
two
Drago,
games. In the
and
first
he
game,
played
how did
so
you feel that
different than
went? It looked
everybody I
pretty
played the
conservative.
the
Were you
entire
feeling out
weekend.
your
That's
opponent?
usually the sign of a
And then he was
beast.
like, bro, and then he was like, oh, you thought I was gonna use this, right? Yeah,
I would have been mad as a bitch.
He literally read my soul. Because I was actually like, oh, nobody ever did this. He let Reggie Drago and Goldango, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he was like, yeah, I know you thought I wouldn't do that.
Yo, when they teach you afterwards, like, nah, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about me. Yo, that's fucking funny.
But he was cool. He's really chill.
That's mad funny, yo. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today, guys. A little under 2 hours, but I gotta dip. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back to watch more of this at a later time. These were two pretty dope sets. I like this set probably a little bit more than the first one. Even though the first one was obviously dope as well. Actually, the first one was really good, especially given the way the first game went. When the 4-0 happened. But then,
Yeah.
yo, I like seeing Komodo do that dance. Anyways, see y'all soon. I'll stream again tomorrow. Have a good one.